I don't know if my sheet's actually accurate.
Probably more accurate than mine at 16,000.
Yeah, I have 19097, but I don't remember if Twidget crashed last time.
Alright, so last time, you guys continued wandering through the bowels of this dungeon looking for a way out. Eventually, discovering some giants whom you bribed, a army of undead that you tripped down the stairs, and finally, a secret door that led into a finished hall with polished, inlaid black marble tiling the floor, the east and west walls decorated with engravings depicting a serpent-like deity wreaking chaos and destruction. 5 rows of varnished oaken pews, divided equidistantly by 2 walkways occupying this nave. The front of this area, where you have emerged and the pews are facing, has 4 gold braziers providing flickering illumination across the room. Flanking a large statue of a jackal-headed man. To the north, you can see in the flickering light 3 archways. The one to the left and the one to the right are 20-foot wide hallways that go north into darkness. The one in the center is a 20-foot wide set of stairs that ascend out of sight. Now, previously, you'd fucked with the statue a bit, and some enemies responded, and you killed them, and all was well. So, what would you like to do?
Twidget goes up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilbert, you're back?
It's never gone.
Oh, you didn't change your name, so I just figured you were gone.
No, that was just me being forgetful.
God damn it, Gilbert. I don't know what the party's doing, but Twitch is going up the stairs.
Alright, does Twidget have dark vision?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm going up the stairs with Twidget. I ain't leaving that kid on his own to get fucking murdered.
Get murdered, right.
You know we're gonna get to the fucking top of the stairs, and that's when Underdark is gonna pull some devious shit.
Alright.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah, so you follow the stairs 90 feet. At the top of the stairs, you can see a pair of closed wooden doors.
Hmm. I would like to listen to the doors.
Make a perception check.
Sounds like wood.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
All right. I open the doors.
They're locked.
I spend several minutes unlocking them.
Make a thieves' tools check.
Suppose I do have a plus 11 on this one, so. Now, and I rolled a fucking 14 on that. From the Twitch's attention span, he thinks it was several minutes.
Yeah, it takes you about a minute, and you hear a soft click as you think you unlocked the doors.
All right, now I open the doors.
All right, you open the doors, which push away from the stairs and into this 60 by 40 foot stone chamber. 2 large wooden casks and several large crates are stacked along the wall to your right and across from you to the north and to the east. Scattered around the casks and crates, you can see a couple of freestanding barrels and a few, it looks to be 3 small piles of gold coins on the ground.
Like, I'm sorry, just random piles of gold coins? Like,
Yes.
not in a bag or anything?
Correct. Like
That's
from the looks of it, someone had just dropped some some coins and they just fell on the ground and.
Oh, the copper was full and overflowing.
Yes. You can see along to your left a side of partially dressed beef hangs from a bloody hook mounted in the ceiling. And to the back left, a short flight of stone steps climbs to a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling.
We should probably check this room out. And by we, I mean you.
Well, yeah, let's do it.
I can help. If anybody else could help, that'd be nice.
I mean, I got you, I got Flista, I got Mister's character.
I give you guidance. if that helps.
Exactly.
Mister, remember to update your name.
I did.
Hey, dude.
Oh no, I didn't. Damn. I thought I just did.
God damn it, mister.
I changed under pronouns.
His pronouns are Mr.
Pronouns he, him, and his. Capital H's.
Alright, so you start looking about the room, Duodecius. And from what it looks like, the freestanding barrels that are about the room look a bit odd in that they seem to be like when you kind of like tap them and stuff, they both appear to be hollow and fixed to the ground. And you notice that all of them have a bung on the side that seems to be facing one of those piles of gold coins.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? My computer just fucking blitzed my ears with just a single tone.
Okay. So, the casks and the crates appear to be normal, as does the side of beef. However, the freestanding barrels scattered about the interior of the room seem to be unusual. When you tap them, they sound hollow. Yet they appear to also be fixed to the floor. Like they don't move at all when you try to shove them lightly. You also notice that all of them have a bung on the side, and all of them seem to be facing directly at one of the piles of coins.
Detect magic ritual.
Okay, you do a detect magic ritual. The coins emanate auras of abjuration magic, The barrels emanate auras of evocation.
I identify ritual a coin.
So you go over and touch one?
Actually, we'll go with the pots first.
Well, the ore is coming from inside the barrel, not the barrel itself.
Okay.
The coins themselves are abjuration, but the aura of evocation is coming from inside the barrels.
Gotcha. In that case, I would like to check out the barrel first for, traps and whatnot. And then if it doesn't seem to be, I'm going to pop it open and take a peek inside.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you check over one of these barrels.
That could help.
Beta, guidance?
No, I do not give you guidance.
You don't want to give me guidance for identifying the dangerous magical bullshit?
No,
Why?
I don't know. Just cause. You can have guidance.
Okay, I can have guidance. Awesome.
So you check out these barrels. They appear to be exceptionally tightly made. Like there's no gaps. As far as you can tell, while there are visible seams, like you can't even work a knife's edge into them. The top is also well sealed and doesn't appear to have an easy way to open it. It's almost like you'd have to break it to open it. However, the bung on the side is not like a normal cork, but rather it appears to be made out of sodden paper. And you think that it would not take much at all to cause that paper to just go away. Like they're not tightly sealed at the bung. The bung could be easily removed.
Twidget, do you think removing the bung is a bad idea?
As long as you get some TP for your bunghole.
Thank you, Beavis.
Oh, there's already TP in the bunghole.
Oh, that's true.
He's asking if we should pull it out.
Gotta get the TP out of the bunghole.
Alright, you know what? Beavis, Butthead, you two can take the lead here.
Turgid immediately pulls the paper out.
All right. A bolt of lightning emerges from the bunghole, shooting at Twidget and Duodecius. I need the two of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Damn, it's Taco Tuesday already.
Has disadvantage, still rolls better.
Almost like he's a small child.
Yeah.
And
All right, well,
higher
Twidget passed for half. Duodecius failed, taking 25 points of lightning damage. The bolt then strikes one of those coin piles, which promptly detonates. I need
Causing a chain reaction with all the other coin piles.
a dex save from everybody.
Are any of them in my aura?
Everybody but Duodecius and Twidget is in your aura.
+5.
Did I make dex saves with my skeletons that are like 30 feet in the back?
If they're not in the room, probably not. If they're still
go
back on
upstairs.
the stairs.
Yeah, just whatever 30 feet back would put them at.
They got our
Just
6.
For when we get exploded by fireballs.
Beta?
Yes.
Dex save. Squash. Dex save.
I did.
Did I miss it?
19.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. All right. So yeah, the bolt lightning hits the coins, which explode. sends coins all bouncing around the area, which hits the other coin piles, which also explode. That's why all of you needed to make it, because it caused a chain reaction.
Beautiful.
Let's see. Duodecius and Beta failed. Twidget, Squash, and Afflista passed for half damage.
Beta, are you taking into account the +5?
No. What +5?
Aura, +5.
There's a
Aura.
paladin.
Yeah, so there'd be a +3. So I made a 17.
17.
Yeah, okay, well then you pass for half as well.
Yay.
For 55 points of fire damage.
I'm going to
Good.
reaction absorb elements that.
Killed me outright. I'm glad I passed that. Holy shit.
Yeah, reaction absorb elements. I'm only dying.
Great!
Which damage type was it?
That was fire.
Yes.
As the two bungs in the other two barrels are then destroyed by that, and lightning bolts come out. I need dexterity saving throws from Afflista, Beta, and Squash.
Is this only one deck save or two?
This is only one.
Okay. Still +5.
Yes. So Afflista, Beta, and Squash, since Duodecius and Twidget already got hit by their lightning bolt.
Beta's dead.
So Beta and Squash failed for half. Afflista passed. Or, I'm sorry, failed for all, and Afflista passed for half.
No, I wanted to fail for half. Come on.
Of 24 lightning damage.
I am unconscious.
I am too.
Oh, God.
Neither of you are unconscious. You both have 1 hit point. You're welcome.
And Duo, I'm assuming?
Is Duo also unconscious?
Yeah.
He has 1 hit point.
Oh, God.
When do we need to take a rest? Is it getting towards that time of day?
No.
Sun's getting real low.
We just took one not too long ago.
Oh well, better hang out for another day.
Yeah.
That was all the damage we can afford for one day.
Short rest.
Seriously.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah, we could short rest. Let's make sure there's no more traps in the room.
Are we still level 6?
Yes.
Alright.
22656.
Do we have any healing potions?
I have more lay on hands.
I used all my healing potions.
Well, if
in
we're
the,
gonna take a short rest, I can cast some heal spells and then short rest and
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn all my spell slots casting heal spells. How many?
the Warlock healer.
Yeah, I got 4 spell slots. So 2 first and 2 second. So I have cure wounds. So who's going first? Let's just take turns.
I was gonna say, who's the squishiest here in terms of
I
just
have
raw
1 hit
AC?
point. You have 1.
No, raw AC. The HP pools really don't matter. I have 17
Probably.
AC, so you know
I
I
have
can
19.
take. Yeah, so
No, that's
you and I
very
can
low.
take hits.
Probably.
I've
you
got 17.
do this. Oh,
Yeah. So Duodecius and I and Afflista are the
Alright,
weakest.
I'll hit y'all out the 4 of us with heals.
I got 16. I'm the
Oh.
weakest of the weakest. Probably also have one of, if not the smallest health pools.
I've got 32.
I have
That's what-
39.
That's one more than I have,
I have
Gilbert.
I have
64.
40. I have 40.
Well, I didn't do my normal. I have more HP than you build, so Twitch is actually relatively soft.
That is Twidget and Duodecius.
Wait, if I have,
+8.
Yeah, I got a +4 to each one.
did you multi-class?
What spell is that?
It's it's a cure wound spell.
Oh, it's still only be +4. Is that second level?
I have my charisma bonus too on my dice. So.
What?
I'm confused.
Mhm.
what feature adds your charisma bonus to your healing dice?
I don't know. It just has a +4 on the damn sheet. I don't know. Let me look.
Like on the spell list, it says D8 2d8 plus 4. It wouldn't be per dice. It's not it's not per spell
Alright,
level. Yeah,
well,
that'd
then-
still only be +4. So yeah, I got 12 HP. Duo, you got 17.
And we got 12 and 11. And then a Flista and myself got 12 and 11. Yes, 12. I have 11.
Alright, that tripled my available health pool.
Yay!
Even with both successful saving throws and resistance to one of them, I was down to 6 health from full.
I resisted both of them and I went down. So
I don't know why I don't know. No, I'm curious about it.
does it say D8 plus 4 per spell level? And
Yeah, it says D8 +4 per spell.
yeah, the +4 doesn't change. That's just on the end. Yeah, that's why like first level cure wounds are the best because you don't lose out when you upcast it. Yeah, I have that issue with Sinclair because I don't have much use for my higher level spell slots. So when I upcast cure wounds,
I'll be right back. I gotta get a bowl of ice cream. I got a hankering.
Actually,
put some Oreos in it.
9th level healing word is the greatest healing spell.
9th level cure wounds.
No healing word. I'm curious, how much would that heal? Hell yeah. Planet changing spell. For...
9th level spell for 30 HP.
That seems kind of a waste. I mean,
Yeah, not all the
Planet-changing
spells scale
powered.
well.
Planet changing spells power for a low level fighter's health pool.
All right. So wait for Gilbert to get back with his ice cream, but I think we're going to double check the rest of the room for traps and then take a short rest here under.
Okay. Well, someone needs to make an investigation check then as you poke about the room looking for any more traps.
Yep, that's why I started with waiting for Gilbert to get back with his ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
hey, Under, has it been a dawn yet? My mace says specifically recharge at dawn.
I believe there was a dawn the last time you guys took a long rest.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Excellent.
So I believe you said you guys wanted to look for traps in this room?
Mm-hmm. Now that we're aware of what the traps look like to be able to short rest in here more safely.
Sure. Give me another investigation check to check for additional traps.
I give you guidance.
Flister, can I have your assistance?
I suppose you could.
Everyone did note down their level of exhaustion from going down, right?
No,
Yes.
No, not until you said something.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
I have enough. I don't need any more.
Maybe we
Tough.
should just take a chill for a while until P isn't so exhausted.
That's why we're trying to get out of the dungeon.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're trying to get out of the dungeon.
We're already
Squash.
already exploring new areas to try and get out.
All right.
not?
Well, Duodecius, you do a thorough search of the room, and as far as you can tell, the remaining casks are just that, casks. They contain wine. The meat is just meat, and the stone is just stone.
The woods are just trees. The trees are just wood.
The meat. Is this edible meat?
It appears to be slightly singed beef.
Oh, it's already
Well-
cooked for us. Cool.
Yeah, the heat likely destroyed any poison in it. Let's eat.
But not that.
Not what?
The slightly singed but uncooked beef.
No, it is cooked.
Is it cooked now? I thought it was raw.
It is raw.
Yeah.
Fucking blasted by a fireball.
Yeah,
The hell do you mean?
outside
You
is
wanna- you wanna
charred.
cook your wrist? That's not low and slow. That's not how you do it.
The outside is charred. The inside is cold and wet.
Go ahead, eat that raw meat.
So it's blue rare.
Yeah.
Flesh
It's like if you
bag.
just bit into the kebab at the kebab place. You know, that's mostly uncooked in there.
All right. All right. Well then,
Meat sacks.
I begin the electric cooker.
If we're just meat sacks to you, does that mean there's an extra person in here?
But
If Beta's supposed to be a good person, why does she view people as meat?
because you are meat. Roughly speaking, the human body is 200 pounds of meat with bone inside. She's not wrong.
I don't
From
know.
her perspective, you are all walking sacks of meat.
I'm not convinced that Beta's not evil.
What is evil anyway? Isn't that a
People
relative
sacks of meat?
concept?
No,
Isn't that a
no, it's
relative
actually not.
Well, there was that obvious knave that looks to have been worshipping a lich down those stairs. If you want to go look at what evil looks like.
I mean, everybody makes mistakes.
Oh yeah, I gotta look out for the Septimus. Oh, his family's so evil, he'll do all kinds of horrible shit. Fucking Beta over here. Isn't evil a relative concept?
The Septimus are a plague on the cosmos. They should be purged.
Alright, so you guys begin cooking, and as you rest and begin taking a short rest. Let's see here. No. And no. Alright, the hour passes uneventfully. You guys have succeeded in taking a short rest.
A plague, you say? That should be purged, you say? So the truth comes out, Beta.
What are you talking about? What truth? You have no proof.
Duodecius will remember this.
He needs to. Beta will probably wind up killing us, all the Septimus, if she gets her way. They're a calamity on nature. They rewrite time. They cannot be allowed to live.
You don't know that part.
How would you be
Beta
aware that
does
they've
know
rewritten
that
time?
part.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Beta does, though.
No, Beta does not know that. Beta was
How
not there
would
for
Beta
that.
be aware of that?
What, the Septimus
That-
stuff?
That
Beta was
time has
not
been
there for that.
rewritten.
There were like a handful of people in the world who know that, and you were not one of them.
She doesn't know the time was rewritten, no.
Well, then you can't say that there's a reason why the Septimus are evil.
I'm sure they've done other things.
Oh yeah, she's a reborn. She has memories of a former life, so she does. Beta does know.
Okay, but Beta, the character, was not there for that.
No, but according to
Actually, Beta, the character, was there for that.
Oh, she was? I thought it was one of his other characters.
no, Beta
Nope,
was
it was
there
Beta.
for that. It was Beta. This Beta has those memories of that Septimus. Yes.
Plague. Kill them all, you say? Well then.
I mean, do you think the Septimus have strayed too far from the path?
No.
Oh yeah, well you're a Septimus. You wouldn't. You're biased. Rooting for the Septimus. And world domination.
Well, regardless, we take a quick nap.
Yeah. Have a juice box. Move on about our business. Get out of this freaking dungeon. So which way are we going, people? I don't know where the way out.
Well, we should probably loot this room and check the surroundings.
Why are we exploring? Can't we backtrack to get out of here?
I mean,
Do we not know the way out?
I don't remember. Do you remember?
No, we've been in this fucking dungeon for so goddamn long. Nobody can remember how we even got in here. I don't know why we came here in the first place.
We came in here to find Duodecius. Remember he got kidnapped?
Incorrect.
Oh, no, this is not the same dungeon?
No, it's the same dungeon, but that's not why we were coming here. Well, yes, but that was the later objective that came up. We came here because we're searching for an artifact called the Inside of Mitra.
Oh.
Duodecius infiltrated the dungeon ahead of time.
And got captured.
You got captured.
Infiltrated.
You got captured by
Got captured while infiltrating.
No, he just got captured. He wasn't even infiltrating.
Yeah, no, he got captured.
Yeah, that's right.
In the hotel room. He
just got kidnapped.
And kidnapped.
He got honeypotted.
You cannot prove that.
Well, you went away.
You were in a jail cell.
You went away with a gal, and then we had to come find you in a dungeon.
Information.
Yeah, you were doing a lot of pumping, all right. And then we snuck in, and we've been here
a minute.
For approximately 1,000,000 years.
It's been a few days, yeah.
Oh, cool. We can get back on track with that other timeline then.
All right. Are we heading back towards the entrance at this point? I feel like over the weeks we've all kind of lost track, given the shifting perspectives and whatnot.
That is what we should be doing.
We're heading towards the exit, right?
So, yes, you guys remember that you came down through a trap door in the shrine to enter this dungeon.
Yep.
And then you traversed an area of rough stone like caverns before finding a broken corner that led to flagstones such as this. The area you are in, it looks to be ascending, like you just came up 90 feet of stairs. And there is another short flight of stairs here that leads to a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling. So your own perception would be that you should be close to the surface. That trapdoor may very well be like a, opens out into a forest or something, for all you know.
This has been a hell of a dungeon.
Hence why I said, let's loot this room.
This room with
whatever we can take.
Right.
Well, are the gold coins still scattered about?
Yes.
They all oh, they do. They all.
Oh,
Yeah, they survive. I mean, they're made of gold. A little explosion, like a grenade going off, isn't going to break coins.
Oh.
yeah. Well,
There's
Chris
15 of
was
them.
spent- Oh, 15 gold coins.
Yes, there were 3 piles of 5 gold coins.
I thought they were like proper piles, not a
Yeah, I mean, not little chip shots.
not that. But yeah, okay, 15 gold coins. What else was there? Casks of wine, meat.
You ate the meat. That's what you said. So the meat's gone.
Okay.
Oh, they ate.
There are large casks of wine, but these are like not like ones you would take with you. These are like the wall-sized ones.
Oh. the 1,000-galloners.
Yes. There's 2 of them.
The hogshead casks.
Mm-hmm. This is where you get the wine from for the barrels of wine. Well, I don't have any containers. This is not Sinclair. I don't have a wagon with 30 empty barrels to take all the wine.
Yeah, I don't have anything either.
Is there anything? It was just that those big casks, the meat, the gold piles, and the barrels in the middle of the room. There was nothing else.
Oh, there were some crates.
Oh,
The
pop
crates.
open, see what's in them.
Yeah, the crates look to contain. One of them looks to contain serving sets, so like pewter bowls, plates, silverware, mugs. Another looks to contain corn.
I don't think we want to deal with a chaos god right now.
He's just sitting in there, looks up as he opened up. Hi.
No.
What the hell do you want?
The other appears to be full of sawdust.
Well, I'm going to dig through the sawdust because that's what I would do, and also I'm, personally curious. Why would you have a crate full of sawdust in a room full of food?
Vomit.
It's not like they're stretching the bread rations here.
So, sure, make an investigation check as you start poking through the sawdust.
Okay, 1 second. If I don't find anything, I'm dumping it out.
So, as you're kind of poking through it, near the surface but was covered by the sawdust, you do grasp what feels like a hard handle of something, and you can kind of feel it shift in there.
I pull it.
It's probably the scoop for scooping up solid vomit.
It is a scoop made of pewter.
I take that and all of the other pewter shit,
Okay.
and then I dump out the sawdust.
Isn't Peter shit Peter's boss and Family Guy?
I think so.
Have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah,
Alright, okay, so you have 150 pounds of pewter. One scoop and several plates, bowls, mugs, and sets of silverware.
Maybe I don't take that because, despite taking 20 pounds of oil out of my inventory, I was pretty full when I did that. Does anybody want to carry 150 pounds of pewter?
I believe my inventory is already full of gold.
I'll pawn it off on the skeletons. Got 8 of them.
Oh yeah, they can just take like 20 pounds of pewter apiece.
Do they have backpacks or something to stuff them in?
Well, how big is the crate that the pewter is stored in?
It is a 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot crate.
That's not going to fit to the trapdoor, is it?
It would. The trapdoor is in fact a 8 by 8 trapdoor.
Oh.
The steps that go up there are 5 feet wide.
Oh. Well, in that case, then,
It's almost like it was designed for getting cargo up and down through into this space.
yeah, we'll just fashion some handles then. for the skeletons just to carry the whole crate.
Are 4 of them capable of carrying 150 pounds?
What's their
I would
strength score?
assume so. Their strength is, I think, like 10 or 12.
Yeah, one of them would be
10.
able to carry the entire thing.
Yeah, they've each got strength of 10.
Okay. Yeah, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, one of them's just walking around with a crate balanced on his head. The one next to him has all of his equipment.
It's just split between 2 of them like a beer cooler.
A 4-foot by 4-foot beer cooler.
Yeah, we're having a party. Don't know where the beer is yet, but somewhere.
We'll get around to making it. All right, well, trapdoor, everybody.
Trapdoor.
So who's going up the steps first to the trapdoor?
That would probably help.
So who's going up there?
Probably Twidget, because he's the stealthy little guy.
Yes, the stealthy little guy that has 4 levels of exhaustion. Sure, I go up the steps.
Okay.
At half speed.
Don't worry,
Couple of skeletons
I got my
push Molochs
scoop.
and mix up there today.
Yeah, I head up the steps.
Okay. So yeah, you're standing on the steps. Above you is this trapdoor. Appears to be wood.
Does it look like it hinges and swings away in the middle?
No, it looks like the whole thing goes up, like on one hinge.
Oh. Well, I guess I try pushing it up.
Okay, make a strength athletics check.
$23.
What do you mean a 23?
Well, there's a 20 there, and there's a 3 there.
What's your passive perception?
14.
Okay. So you go up there and kind of push on the door. It doesn't move. You do hear what sounds like scraping and murmuring, like voices coming through it, though you can't make out what they're saying. Like they're muffled through a lot of heavy stuff.
All right.
You occasionally hear like a boing of like metal hitting hollow metal.
It was consistent the entire time, and my obviously terrible strength check didn't change their talking.
It wasn't consistent in the sense that it was rhythmic. It's much more chaotic. Like there's no real set pattern you're able to determine of when or how these sounds are being created. But it is constant.
So it's background conversation. Chit chat, basically.
Potentially.
But I didn't hear any change in tempo or, anything when I bumped the door.
Correct.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go back down to the party and let them know. There's a bunch of guys up there. And they're talking. And the door's really heavy. Ooh, I have an idea. They had skeletons, right? We have skeletons. Why don't we have the skeletons open the door? Then they'll think that they're their own skeletons.
I like the sound of that.
And they'll carry the crate up, like they were told to or something.
Makes sense to me.
The crate of shit that we're stealing.
Liberating.
Do we have any extra crates? Like the one with all the sawdust in it, for example?
How big is the crate of sawdust?
It was also a 4x4x4 crate.
That Twitch dumped out.
Well, if we
Yes.
had enough crates to fit all of us, we could have them evacuate us.
There's only 3 crates. One of
Yeah,
which
well,
had the
never mind.
pewter, one had the sawdust.
That could work.
Yeah. I mean, I can climb in the pewter crate.
The other contained corn.
Ah, that's right.
Like ears of corn.
I mean, better than lips of corn.
Well, what I meant is it's not like dried kernels.
Yeah, not kernel. Okay. So how many skeletons do you currently have, Aflista?
8.
So 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot.
That
I
would
mean,
be
if we
4 crates.
3 crates. We have the 1 crate with the pewter, which I could probably get inside of. And then duo and beta in 1. It would just be, 3 skeletons carrying that one, 3 skeletons carrying Squash and Aflista. If they squish down 4 foot by 4 foot, you can get 2 people curled up in a ball in there. Just be a little awkward getting out.
I kind of like this idea, actually. Yeah.
And just walk past them. And if they stop us, well, then we come out of the crates and go, hello, and we shoot them.
Fireball! Fireball! Magic missile! Magic missile!
Fuck it, sure.
Everybody rolled hit dice during our short rest.
Let's get stupid up in here.
Oh, I probably should have done that.
Yeah, I didn't see everybody roll, so I wasn't sure if people were happy with their health pools or if they just forgot. But yeah, we empty the corn and the sawdust out under.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily do so, just tipping them over and piling them up on the floor.
Then we climb inside.
So who's in what crate?
Oh, are we actually doing that? I didn't think we had enough crates.
With 3 skeletons being able to carry 2 people, that works out math-wise in terms of weight.
I thought the crates were only 4x4.
They are, but if people got real squished in there, you'd be hard to move, but you could physically cram 2 bodies in there.
That's a 4x4x4 volume Squash.
Difficult terrain
But
doesn't
still
matter much
really,
when you're
really
being
small.
carried.
Like, you would have a hard time fitting 1 person in there, aside from you.
No, you could do it. Like I said, it'd be awkward and you'd both be squished in there, so if you have to make any deck saves, it's going to be rather bad. But physically, you can cram 2 people into a 4x4x4 space. It is tight and uncomfortable. That is correct. Like, you are, like, hugging each other in there.
With the exception of Twitch, I think Aflista's the smallest person here.
So Aflista and Squash. Duo, I think, is small. Beta is...
What?
What?
What do you mean small?
Like, string bean.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say no medium-sized creature.
Yes, I'm
he's
just
tall and
going with
lanky.
the logical pairing would
Right,
be
right.
Squash and Aflista, Duodecius and Beta because of like actual physics, which doesn't really matter for this game, but I like to play logically.
And where's Twitchit going?
I'm going with the pewter.
Ah, okay.
Yes, I'm small enough and light enough that the 2 skeletons would be able to carry me, and then they would have 3 skeletons carrying each of their crates, because we have 8 total.
Sure. You guys could do that.
We begin playing Human Tetris.
Okay, you cram yourselves into these crates. Skeletons put the lids on. You guys are now in darkness. And they hoist up the crates. What are the skeletons doing now?
The skeletons are going to be taking us out of the dungeon as if they were supposed to be hauling cargo under whoever's running this place's orders.
So you're gonna have them go up and try to open the trapdoor.
Yes.
Can
Okay,
you direct the skeletons without being able to see out of the box?
a Flista can. They're her skeletons, and I believe you just need to animate objects animate dead just let you control them.
I have long dreamed of the animate object skeleton attacking with every individual bone.
Yeah, you can mentally command creatures made with this spell.
So he doesn't have to speak.
Or can they relay information to him so they know where to go?
They can follow simple commands like take us up through this trap door and out of the room above.
Well, they can make it that far, but we don't know what's on the other side of that door.
Well, then you guys might have to get creative because no, it does not allow them to. It's one direction. You command them; they don't tell you anything.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Like, if we have no information about where we are or where we need to go,
Well, and I'll take before we all get boxed up. I'll take and cut a hole. Just take a dagger and twirl it under.
I got what you mean. Yeah.
Or Flista to be able to see out the front of her crate.
Okay.
So they'd have to be in it so I could get the hole in the right spot.
Yeah, I got you. You can easily do that.
The Squash and a Flista aren't in darkness. They get pinhole light. Probably should do that on the other crate too, so they can at least see.
Magic missile! Magic missile! Like a fucking flying out little hole.
Yeah, so I make a hole in the front of Duodecius' crate for them, and then once I'm in the pewter crate, I can kind of just do the same from the inside.
Okay, sure.
So we can all at least see somewhat. Limited view. So I think it'd be like, just 2 skeletons go open the thing and everybody starts marching up.
Okay.
I have my crate sitting at the base of the stairs for them to come back down and grab after they open the hatch, and the other ones are walking through immediately almost then.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yep.
All right.
That's the plan as I understand it.
Well, then have one of your skeletons of Flista make an athletics check as it attempts to open this trapdoor.
Athletics, you say?
I do believe he do say.
Okay. These skeletons push on the trapdoor, which does in fact, start to rise up vertically as they open it. Flips on the hinge. You hear a crash. Who's in the front crate looking out that little hole?
Flista.
Okay.
A Flista Squash's crate would be first.
So, a Flista, you begin to see almost like snow beginning to kind of come down through the trap door. As you guys hear screams of panic, the dropping of metal on stone, and yelling in common. Undead from the deep, they're coming! Hey! You hear people running away, you hear doors being thrown open. The skeletons then begin marching you guys up per your command into the room. As we merge into a not snow, but that is in fact flour. There was a flour barrel on top of the trapdoor that was now knocked over and it broke open, spewing flour into the air. So you see this dust-covered kitchen with a door just slowly swinging shut. And Alyssa, you can. What's your passive perception?
Oh, not
All right,
good.
so after this, you know what you got to do.
8.
So, you're pretty sure that door opened up to a certain tap room that you guys had spent some time in a couple of nights ago? As it then swings shut?
I think we're out of the dungeon. Do we get out of the box here? Or?
The skeletons begin, following your command to get you out of there, so they start walking towards that door, hoisting these boxes along. Unless you tell them to stop.
I'm going to tell them to stop at the door.
Okay, they stop at the door.
Hey, team.
Quick, switch roles.
Which is...
What is it, Chinese fire drill?
Yep,
Yes.
Chinese fire drill. Everybody out of the crates. Put the skeletons in the crates.
Operation Gaslight is a go.
Is that what you guys are doing?
Yes.
Alright, so you guys pop out of these crates just as the door swings open, revealing several figures with swords and maces drawn as they run into the room. Letting out a bellowous war cry. You guys should roll initiative.
Oh god, we're covered in flour. We look like ghosts.
And I probably got like flour on my face.
The one in the lead is yelling something about push the undead back in.
Is necromancy generally frowned upon in polite society?
Yes.
Golly.
I wonder.
I mean, it's just bones.
Twitch
what
it.
you
Oh,
saw.
yeah, you did it. Never mind.
Yeah, I got a 10. Wonderful disadvantage.
Yes.
Look, Aphlysta, not everyone believes in familial necromancy.
Emilio? I don't know who the fuck these people are.
Oh,
No.
Or were.
See? That's a Septimus for you. Talk
I-
about familial necromancy. See?
I
Bringing
need
it all
help
people
avenging
back.
my brother's death. The ranger. You have my bow. Fighter. You have my axe. The necromancer.
You have your
brother.
family. I've
All right,
got your
Beta, what do you
brothers,
do?
too.
look.
Oh, I rolled a 23? What the hell? What
Yeah.
happened? Whoa.
Yeah, as these three guys have like thrown the door open into the kitchen and look to be advancing on your skeletons and you, as you're covered in flour, with what looks to be a couple of guys with long swords, one with a mace.
Well, I start blasting.
Okay.
Not evil at all.
Yep.
Are we negotiating or are we blasting?
We were
Negotiating
just
never works.
here like 3 or 4 days ago drinking beer. We're in the kitchen of the inn we stayed in.
Apparently we're killing everyone, though. I believe diplomacy's the right call.
I mean, if you want to start setting off sparks, I'll be fine. I have fire resistance. The rest of you, though,
Are we just gonna follow Beta's lead and just go full
No,
on murder
no,
hobo for the
no.
campaign?
No.
So Beta, what are you doing? Beta, mister.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking. I didn't push the button. Since we've already been here before.
Yeah, these
and,
are townspeople.
Yeah, Beta's not going to attack. She's just going to hold her hands up and try to persuade them to be and say, "Hold, friends, no violence." And she's going to try to persuade them to
Okay, well, make a persuasion check.
Can I use a reaction to help her?
No. Unless you have something that actually lets you do help as a reaction.
No.
Well, shit. I had a high enough.
I was going to try to help her by talking, which I think is something I can do outside of my turn.
I don't know. I failed, so. And since I said I wasn't going to attack, that's all I'm doing. I tried to calm him down, but I didn't roll it high enough, so.
Okay.
Yeah. We wouldn't be displaying arms.
What do you mean? I'm displaying both my arms.
I'm displaying both of my arms above my head.
The one in the front points his sword right at you, Beta, and says, "Back, evil fiend! Back to the depths! Stay away!" He, however, does not advance or attack. The other two look to be moving to back him up. Twidget, what do you do?
Oh, let's see.
Where's that picture of the totally nonplussed skeleton with a pitchfork through its ribcage?
Okay, question about
I don't know,
inertia.
but I love that detail.
Under?
Yeah.
If there's water in here, it's a kitchen. Can I use shape water and then, drop the spell so the water would carry on and wash us off? Because I can only move it up to 5 feet. So I just moved it and then stopped the spell so the water would carry on non-magically to wash the flour off of us so they can see that we're just people. Like just a splash effect. It wouldn't be anything else.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, then that's what I would do. I'd use shape water to wash us.
Okay, yeah, you use water, splashing it on there, causing the flour that has coated you to wash off, revealing that you are in fact not ghosts. Aflosta?
Fucking okay, you being a total dick right now.
That one. Thank you.
Well, I mean, they're not like a problem. You want them to dance a jig, and I'll just have them do that. I take requests,
Okay, now they look really nonplussed. Yeah. No, I think you guys have been sufficiently calming as to not precipitate further combat. Yeah, so you're out of initiative. Is the one in the front still just pointing like his sword at you, but very defensively, like he's still like scared shitless. And he's like, "The sheriff will be here. He'll deal with you lot, you necromancers from the deep."
I know I'm
Well,
a tiefling and
I
all,
am not
but
a
calling me a
necromancer,
fiend
thank
from
you,
the
Moon.
deep is just offensive.
And also, we were just here a couple days ago. We stayed in the inn.
Yeah, it hasn't even been half a week.
Well, I'm sure the sheriff will figure that out. You also guys don't recognize these three.
Do you not know about the dungeon in your basement?
That's probably why they had a barrel of flour in it.
I want something heavier than flour, though.
Well, I don't think. I think that's what I. That's
What I'm
you're
getting about
at.
by you don't recognize them is they appear to be from out of town.
Ah.
They were sitting in the inn drinking, and then the workers in the inn ran out yelling about undead from the depths.
Do these look like a low-level adventuring party?
These look like caravan guards.
Ah.
A local adventuring party.
Yes, a low-level adventuring party. All right, and, a few minutes pass. You guys kind of staring at each other, and finally, you hear a door open behind them, and the sound of metallic sabatons on wood. As you see a figure in plate armor with a shield. He has a sword, though it is not drawn. And
So it's real.
Yeah, it's not just a picture of a sword.
Sorry, Under.
On the plus
Yeah.
side, we're going to get to hear Metallica and Sabaton.
He has short black hair and a matching trimmed beard, several tattoos covering his forearms. And his voice kind of booms out, and he's like, all right, put your weapons down. What in the hells is going on here?
Were you aware you had a trapdoor to the dungeon in your inn?
No. Who are you?
It just kind of points at the 8-foot by 8-foot hole in the floor.
Yes, I can clearly see it now. Why did you break the floor of the inn?
Well, we were underneath it, and we had to get out.
We also didn't know we were underneath the inn.
Yes, hence the whole skeleton ruse. We thought this would be another part of the dungeon, so we decided to hide ourselves in boxes and use skeletons to carry us so as to be undetected.
Alright,
There were other skeletons. That's where we got the idea.
And the skeletons.
here's what we're going to do. Alright? You lot, he points to the three people like in front of you. I appreciate you standing up for the townsfolk. Go have a drink. I'll deal with it from here. You lot, he kind of points to you guys and your skeletons. Technically, I'm placing you under arrest. Just a formality, mind you, while we sort out the invasion and technically assault with an undead force.
Assault with an undeadly weapon.
Precisely.
But that was
Yes.
flour, not
Are we
salt.
about to get into litigation?
Well, what would you ask about litigation? He's like, well, there isn't really a magistrate here. I really just kind of want to get you out of here, get you down to the constabulary, and we can sort everything out there away from the public and the panic and all of that. When they see me escorting you through town, it'll calm everybody down. And we don't have to deal with pitchforks and torches again.
Inside check.
Sure, make an insight check.
Your Honor, objection. That was flour, not salt.
Does he have dubious alternative motives for wanting us out of sight?
He really seems to be annoyed that you have popped up here. Like, really annoyed. And he does seem to want to separate you from this other adventuring group that confronted you. Like,
Well, that checks out. Two adventuring groups on opposing sides for even the barest of minutes is enough to destroy half a town.
you also get the impression that if you would resist at all, he will not hesitate to cut you down. Like, he has, like, no qualms whatsoever about settling it by blood.
This,
Yeah.
I'm not exactly the most insightful of characters, but does he seem surprised by the hole in the inn?
No, he does not.
That's the one that we need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the inn's just a place of worship and
Oh,
it's
this
normally
guy's
that
in on it,
holy.
and we're killing him, right?
Most likely.
Okay.
But first, let's get away
Just
from the
making sure
populace.
I'm just making sure I'm tracking with the rest of the party.
Yep. That is good because
All right. So,
Populace.
and you're saying you were adventurers in a dungeon that you found beneath the town. Fine. But he points to the crate full of pewter. That, however, is not from the dungeon. That, I recognize those plates. I was eating on one of those a couple of days ago. That's the inn's, store of silverware and plates. You can't have that.
Obviously, we recognize that now. We thought it was part of the dungeon. Your pewter is yours.
That's a reasonable take. I've dealt with adventuring types before. Just set it down and let's get going to the constabulary. Sheathe your weapons and the like.
Is this the same guy that we met previously who got annoyed with Twidget and brought him back and we had to do the whole, now Twidget, don't be sneaking off again shtick?
Yes. This is the sheriff.
Okay. Just
It's
you know,
later than I
making
thought. I need to get
absolute
into
This is Merth, the sheriff.
Is he not recognizing
Rico?
us?
He does recognize you, which is why he is like, all right, we're gonna get you to the constabulary. We'll sort out everything that's going on with this dungeon business in the inn, right? There's no need to be overly hostile, but he does need to be seen to be doing his duty.
Yeah. So let's do that.
Oh,
Since
okay,
it
okay. Then
mentioned
yeah. So the hole in the floor is actually the inn's storage. The other secret entrance is what we probably should take him down and show him, just to clarify. The dungeon.
We'll also explain.
Because right
why
now
I
we're
want-
just coming up from the inn's basement.
Yes, you're coming up out of the inn's cellar.
Just because the populace has been mentioned a few times by now, I'm gonna start packing as many of the skeletons into the crates as I can, just so they're.
Yeah, no, he stopped you. You can't have the crates. They're the inn's crates.
The other 2 crates were
Yes.
empty ones. Oh. Oh. All right.
Like he seems to just kind of like wave his hand about in front of the skeleton, just like just don't have them have any weapons, and let's hurry over to constabulary. Your adventurers, the townsfolk will be annoyed, but we're not gonna have a riot as long as I seem to be in control of it.
Better than I was expecting. All right. What?
Have the skeletons do a step, like a step, snap their fingers after us.
He might be trying his patience too much with that one. I'm gonna do
Okay.
it anyways. I'm doing it anyways. Just be ready for him to punch me or something. I don't know.
All right, let's go.
All right, are you actually having the skeletons do that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they take a thorn and snap their fingers. He responds by taking his blade still in the sheath and smacking the top of the skeleton.
Oh, damn it.
No, none of that.
All right, in the box.
Hang on. He does have to make an attack roll.
Wait, we can't put them in the box. It's the inn's box.
Yeah, but
that'll-
it's the easiest way to get them out of the dungeon.
So he bonks the skeleton for 8 points of bludgeoning damage, which I believe is enough since they're vulnerable to it to just shatter that first skeleton.
Not quite, because I add shit to their health pool because I'm a necromancer.
Ah!
They have 19 health.
Okay, yeah, so he's bonks it on the head. It's like, no, none of that. Look, do you want the townsfolk to riot and tear you limb from limb? Is that what you guys want?
No.
Okay.
I
Then,
thought a slightly annoying comedy routine would be better than over half dozen skeletons death marching through the town, but
believe it or not, a silent couple of skeletons surrounded by adventuring types heading to the constabulary with me at the head will in fact reassure people more so than having them act in weird ways.
All right, well, let's go.
it's worked the first time.
Onward.
All right. So yeah, he leads you out of the inn, and you can see some of the townsfolk around. Most of them somewhat gruff-looking, including a rather portly fellow who seems really unhappy to see you guys, Arrakis. Sorry, Avacris, not Arrakis.
His buddies call him Dune for the endless tracks of fat that he has.
Yes, but he seems particularly unhappy to see you guys as you are led.
Insight check.
Sure, make an insight check.
Or isn't he?
He is, in fact, Duodas, he is actually really unhappy to see you in particular.
I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Dude, is this the guy that I fucking murked at the altar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was most likely a Simulacrum that you killed. Be my guess.
I will just give him the biggest shit-eating grin.
Yeah, he turns and goes inside the gates to his walled manor. But the Marith leads you south to the south end of the village, the base of the hill, and there he leads you through a small courtyard that's surrounded by a 10-foot high stone wall. You can see what look to be 7 horses in stables along the along the north and south ends of the wall. But he leads you across east to west to the actual building, which is like a heavy iron door that he pushes open. Inside, you can see a couple more people wearing chainmail. They also seem to have there's 3 people wearing chainmail. They are armed with halberds. Or sorry, nope, they're armed with a greatsword, a morning star, and a longsword. The room appears to be set up like a small town courthouse. Though there is no judge sitting at the high bench.
Does this room feel like it's a trap?
Considering that the 3 guys are currently sitting on a couple of the pews and look to be playing cards, not really.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Under?
Mm-hmm.
I have found something interesting.
What's up?
So, the components required for casting a spell through a magic item is apparently just the magic item. There's no verbal or somatic.
Such as?
Such as with telekinesis, the telekinetic ring. May I arm that spell?
Sure.
Awesome.
Okay. So, yeah, he leads you to a door across the room. There are 2 doors across the room, but he leads you to the southern one, which he then opens and gestures for you to follow him.
Mm-hmm.
In this room, you can see a desk, a chair, an arming rack for holding armor that is currently empty. And he goes over to the desk, kind of sits down. There's only one other chair in front of it. He's kind of gestures about the room to come in and stand around. I guess one of you can sit. As he begins rummaging with his other hand, rummaging through his desk.
Widget climbs up into the chair.
You hear a brief "ah" as he pulls out what appears to be a bottle of liquor and a glass, which he uncorks and begins pouring himself a healthy measure, 4 fingers worth.
He's gonna need a bigger bottle.
He then corks it, puts it back in the drawer, and closes the drawer and begins sipping his drink while looking at you guys. All right. Now that we're out of the public's eye, what in the hell are you doing?
Adventuring!
Do you have to? I mean, really? Can't you go adventure somewhere else?
We were sent by the churchy people.
And we were somewhere else until we weren't.
I produced the edict.
He looks at this, hands it back to you. Yeah, I get it. You're here on official church business. Do you see any church officials around?
Do you not see that as a problem?
No, I don't. Meddlesome assholes that they are. Look, you want to look around, hide the skeletons, all right? I'll put some cloaks over them or something. It unnerves people. As for adventuring beneath the inn cellar, I don't know what shit he's into. I don't really want to know. Last time somebody started poking their nose into that type of thing, they disappeared. And, I have a feeling it was not a pleasant way to go. It would be a lot better for you folks if you were just to leave.
Under.
Mm-hmm.
Is this man putting some stuff down for us to pick up?
Yeah.
They're called words.
You don't put down words.
Them fighting words.
Yeah, but you never put them down. Like, gravity doesn't affect words.
But what I mean is this guy trying to disguise the fact that he's blatantly trying to get us off the scent?
He just said he's suspicious of the dude, but I don't know. You'd probably have to insight to know whether or not he's aligned with him or genuinely just suspicious of the dude.
I know, but there's also the prior insight check. I'm trying to get a read on this dude overall.
Well, this would be a different.
I know,
different
Ruffles.
conversation.
Yeah.
Ruffles, I'm aware. I'm letting under adjudicate.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, yes, he is in fact trying to get you to leave town. It is unusual to you that a sheriff would so blatantly know about a crime and not investigate.
What do I know about the legal system of this area?
Of the Bay legal system. Or, not the Bay, Vrya. It is a feudal system. So, for like a small village like this, they would typically, have a leader. This is generally going to be. Each village kind of decides on its own how they select a leader, but that could generally be like a powerful adventurer that's retired there. It could be an elder. It could be the richest person in town. It could be just the most popular person. But generally, they're there to kind of represent their interest to the lord of the lands that they're in, who would typically be something like a baron, a viscount, a duke, etc. I don't think any of you are from Vrya, so you may not even know who like the local lord is. This is just a village, so there isn't like a castle or anything here, and you didn't pass one on the way to it from the port town of Vertorm.
All right, so the guy this guy would answer to would likely be the local lord.
He appears to be like the local law. Think more like frontier sheriff.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. If you wanted to appeal like whatever he set down, you have to wait for like a traveling judge, who, given that you're in the ass end of nowhere, probably doesn't come around all that often.
I am a traveling judge.
Yeah, from Vrya. I mean, you'd have to wait for a Vryan judge, someone they would recognize as an authority. You're just some random adventurer as far as they're concerned. You have no authority here.
No, I know.
Other than that, you would have to like figure out who the local liege lord is, and you could like go present your case to him directly. Appeal to him. But given you guys aren't from here, I don't think any of you have any local knowledge. You have no idea who that is at the moment or where they're located.
The guy sitting in front of us might know.
Perhaps you're right, Sheriff. We might need to look into moving on. It was a pretty unpleasant complex underneath.
Well, I'm glad you've decided to see wisdom. Will you be setting out immediately?
What time of day is it?
It is a little bit past midday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we should be setting out immediately. More or less. Give or take an hour.
Excellent.
And whatnot.
Wonderful. 'Cause I think you lot have caused quite enough trouble for our sleepy little village.
Mm.
So he's the villain, right?
Might work for the villain.
Yeah, I kind of figured that too. Is there a way we can trick him into convincing it, telling us it? Do some sketchy shit, Gilbert.
Under.
Yeah.
What do I see in this room of his?
So there's the desk, the chair he's on, which looks to be a little nicer, more comfortable than the chair Twidget's on, which is opposite the desk. There's an armor stand. There is what appears to be an old rusting gibbet in the corner. And you know, like a cabinet. It's opaque, so you don't know what's inside. It is currently closed. Other than that, there's just some like candlesticks.
All right.
And a window.
Cabinet.
Sorry, and a window.
That cabinet.
What about it?
So, I got telekinesis. I can do this shit covertly, I believe. Yeah.
Probably.
Like, I don't think telekinesis is from the ring is going to have anything visible about what it does. So that cabinet is, man, that door is going to like creak open real obnoxiously.
Okay. Yeah, it
Yeah,
begins
kinda-
creaking open.
Does that draw his attention at all?
Yes, he's looking at it. I assume since you're doing it stealthily, some of the party members will also be looking at it. You guys can see that there is a skeleton kind of scrunched up into the cabinet. And as the cabinet kind of swings open, you can see what look to be marks on the inside of the door. The mayor's response to that is, "Ha, thought I locked that. Ah, well."
Another one for the collection.
He looks at you, at you all meaningfully, and says, "Yeah, this town has its share of secrets, and they don't take too kindly to being uncovered. I strongly recommend that you move along with post haste."
Under, just making sure I understand this correctly, there is a child skeleton in the cabinet.
No, it's an adult skeleton. It's just they're like scrunched up. They're like crouched down with like their hands around their legs. Well, they would if they have any flesh left. Like they were trapped in there, and then they like tried to claw their way out and failed.
So a literal skeleton in the closet.
Yes, he literally has a skeleton in his closet.
Does it appear to be animated, or does it look
No.
like the marks in the door are actually from fingernails, not bone nails?
Correct. It's like someone died in there.
Under?
Mhm.
Is there a heavy object in this room?
There's the cabinet, the desk, you.
Cool. Is the desk between him and us?
Yes. He's also leaning back in his chair with his feet up on it. You know, he's got like the drink. He's most of the way through. It's kind of like cradle, like just kind of setting it down on his chest while talking to you guys.
Awesome.
He is at
The
ease.
the desk The desk hungers for justice and attacks. I'm hitting him with the desk.
I was going to ask if you need someone to take that problem off his hands.
Okay. Does telekinesis have the like hit someone with it thing?
So, no. Telekinesis does not have built into its block like a thing if I try to hit a person with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm less trying to, because at least by a strict reading there, if it was intended for me to be able to like fight a person with a sword, they would have included that. So I'm more trying to use the desk to pin him against the wall. In
Sure.
his chair.
All right. Well, I'm going to say he does get to make a strength saving throw to try and resist the desk. Let's see where. Does a 16 pass against your saving throw? Like, what's your saving throw, DC?
16. He just barely passed.
Yeah, he just barely passed. So the desk shoves, the glass drops, you hear it shatter, his arms are wheeling about as he falls over onto his back on the chair. Is there anything else you're doing?
I intend to kill this man.
Okay. Yeah. So he stands up. He sees the obvious intent that that desk was not accidentally moved. And you guys should roll initiative.
Probably as I'm in the middle of asking if he wants that problem to walk itself out of town with us, but, this is funnier.
He has violated the law.
Oh, yeah.
And he shall face Ravum justice.
We rolling in ish?
You are rolling inish. All right, well, he stands up from being prone behind the desk. And he's going to call out. So he yells out. Shit. Oh, where's the constabulatory? Blah, 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 blah. There we are. He just yells out, "Hey, assholes, get in here!" And then he is going to draw his sword as he leaps over the desk at you, Duodecius, because you're right. Actually, no, Twidget would be the closest. He's like right on the other side of that desk.
Yep, sitting down in the chair.
Yep.
Completely unprepared for this situation because.
Yep.
Well, he's 7 and he was told he could sit in the chair.
Yes. And so yeah, he's gonna swing his longsword at you.
Doogie doogie.
I should kill the child.
Does a 14 hit you?
Why does he have disadvantage?
Because he's half drunk. He drank 3 fingers of whiskey, of basically whiskey.
Ah, so he's not from Wisconsin. Got it.
No, he's not. You got the feeling that he pulled off the drink because you guys were here, not like because it was routine.
No, 14 misses.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
glad I read his ass right.
He swings again. 15.
Nope.
Yeah. He's in an action surge and do it again. How about none of those? Yeah, this is not going well for him.
Twitch even though he's like super exhausted, just doing like aerobatics on the chair and sits back down after all these attacks.
Honestly, I was picturing Twidget just spitting in an office chair.
Oh yeah, there we go. Twitch just kind of like grabs the hands of the chair, the handrails of the chair, and or armrests, and scoots over and scoots back, and
Yeah. All right, do Odysseus.
All right. Is he wearing armor?
Yes, he's still wearing that plate armor that he was in the inn in. Taking plate armor on and off takes a while. He didn't want to like bother with it.
Shocking grasp.
Okay. I believe he is wearing metal plate armor. That hits. Oh, it's worth knowing he did set his shield down, so he does not have his shield.
Very cool.
Because, you know, he was drinking. You don't need a shield to drink.
oh, somebody throws a desk at you.
Merely 3 points of lightning damage, but he has no reaction.
All right.
I'd like to step out of melee with him. How big is this room?
This room... Flip back to that. 20 by 20.
I move towards the window.
Okay, you step towards the window. That would provoke an attack of opportunity from him.
He has no reaction.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, missed that.
He tasered him.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty, Aflista.
Is there a noise from the other room of the other people, the three in there reacting?
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to have two of the skeletons push this guy over.
Okay.
Or really however many it takes to actually push him over. And then the rest are going to start dogpiling on him until they're holding him on the ground. And then they're going to start beating the crap out of him.
Well, you don't push him over the first one.
Not with the second either.
Not with the second.
Not with the third.
Not with the third.
Nah, probably not with the fourth.
Nope, the fourth knocks him over.
Alright, and then they start dogpiling on him.
Okay, well, you have advantage.
Oh.
Oh, you're attacking, right? Because he's prone.
It would be a grapple.
Oh, you're grappling. Sorry. I misunderstood what you meant by dogpile.
They're just trying to hold him down.
Gotcha. Alright, well, you will... So, yeah, that's that first guy after he falls down, that 12 grabs him.
Alright. Number 5 grabs him, and then the rest start beating the crap out of him.
Alright.
They have their short swords.
Okay. Well, they have advantage because he is prone.
What is there to hit? Ugh, not great.
1 hit.
11, 16. 6 plus 5. 10 damage. Then I'm going to get on the far side of the room from the door and out of reach of the sheriff here, if that's possible.
So you're getting...
And
Sorry, say that again?
I want to get as far away as I can from the front door, and if possible, out of reach of the sheriff.
So you want to be over by the window where Odysseus is?
Yes.
Okay. Done.
And then I'm going to hold an action to cast slow on the sheriff and his 3 stooges when they get in here.
Okay. You can do that. Sister
That's
Beta?
it for me then.
Distance to the guy?
8 feet.
Is he still prone? Is he
Yes,
prone or-
he is prone.
I think I'm gonna step forward and whack it with my stick.
Alright, you have advantage. That hits him.
$16 of magical bludgeoning damage.
All right, yeah, he is even more injured. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Twidget.
Can I ready my action to close the door and bard or lock it?
Well, the door does have a bar on the inside you could set now if you wanted to.
No. I want to lock them in here with us.
Okay, so yeah, you could ready an action to do that. Sure.
Yeah. So
Close
once
and
they
lock
come
the door
through
after them?
door, Yeah. So I go
Okay.
over the door and get ready to do that.
Yep. Anything else?
No, because I need my action to do that. So.
All right.
Bonus action hide.
Yeah, you could take a hide action, bonus action.
I was like, I don't have a whole lot of bonus action. Actually, no, it'd be flat.
Okay.
I feel comfortable on this bookshelf.
Well, it's more like you position yourself so that when the three guys come through the door, they won't be looking at you.
Yes.
All right. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Yep. The sheriff once again lets out, kind of a roar like, "Get in here!" As he then begins swinging his sword around at the skeleton holding him down. I don't think either of those will hit the skeleton.
Nope.
All right. He will then bonus action, second wind, and heal himself back up a bit. He's looking just barely injured now. These guys come crashing through the door. And you can see that one's got a great sword out, another a morning star, and the last guy a long sword. All of them wearing chainmail. None of them equipped with a shield.
And I believe people are getting slowed.
Couple ready actions piled up right now.
So first Duodecius would have the slow go off. So that's a.
That wasn't me. That was
That was
Felista.
Felista.
Oh, that was a Felista? Sorry.
Wisdom saves, if you would be so kind.
Yeah, so first we'll do the three guys with wisdom saves that just came in.
The 21 passes.
You gotta keep that captain. Come on, Captain. Fail, you piece of shit.
16 is the DC. I think he passes.
Yeah, so you slowed two of the henchmen. Looks like you've slowed Bolt and Scarvoni. But Gerstead is still full speed. So we'll just handle them one at a time. Gerstead is going to just charge right up to Afflista because he saw you casting spells. And he's going to try to introduce you to his greatsword.
It's mediocre at best.
He is a big stupid baby and will not strike true. For the law is not on his side.
Does 21 hit Afflista?
It will, unless I cast shield, which I'm going to go ahead and do.
Okay. So, yeah, he misses. Bolt is, let's see, he's down at half speed. So he basically can't move.
Nope, I remembered wrong. Meets it beats it for armor class and saves. 21 does hit even with shield.
Ah, okay.
wouldn't have a reason to burn my spell slot.
Gotcha.
And
Yep.
technically, you wouldn't have a reaction either.
That's true. You wouldn't have a reaction. You used it on slow.
Ah. I forgot that holding actions does that, 'cause that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how
Well, there,
how it's triggered is the reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't often be holding these spells.
Indeed. So you take 9 points of slashing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw for concentration.
Come on, Ophlista.
Indeed.
Get that 10 plus.
Oh, and Twitch, you did successfully close and bolt the door.
I realized after the fact I probably should have fucking played tabletop with them.
The Paladin Aura +5 and.
I don't think these guys want to play.
Who's the paladin?
The
Oh,
paladin
wait,
is
that was
currently
for
not part of
Monday,
the party.
All
His
right.
spirit is with us, but his
That's-
body is not.
That's unfortunate.
Fuck, Pete left.
That's unfortunate. The slow spell fizzles.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. As this guy then uses his reaction to make that a sweeping attack, that when he hits with a weapon attack, he chooses another target within the weapon's reach. Which is in fact Beta. Beta, mister,
Yeah.
you take 4 points of slashing damage as he just basically cleaves through Ophlista into you. Alright. Twitchy, you did hear me about the door, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you closed and locked it as this guy with the Morningstar then goes charging in to start smacking skeletons. He is just going to smack the one holding down at the sheriff. Does a 14 hit your skeleton?
14 does hit.
Alright, he does 3 points of piercing damage with it.
Interesting.
As he also makes that a sweeping attack and hits a skeleton next to him, the one that actually shoved the guy down. Take 5 points of piercing damage.
All right.
He is then going to action surge and try to hit the skeleton again.
Holding the pusher or one of the other.
Holding.
Sticks. 22 will hit.
Yep. Dealing 5 points of piercing damage to that guy.
All right.
The last guy is going to run in, two-handing his longsword, as he will run up to Duodecius and take some swings at you.
He will fail. The law is on my side.
As he crits. Hitting you for 17 points of slashing damage. He will then also make that a sweeping attack and hit Beta next to you. For 3 points of slashing damage to Beta.
Does a 7... oh, wait, no, the crit hit, I see.
Yeah, the crit. The 6 I assume missed, but the crit does hit you. So 17 slashing to you, 3 slashing to Beta. He then action surges and does it again.
He will miss.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay. That is it for them. Duodecius.
Okay. It's a small room.
Yeah, the room is basically full.
How many bad guys can I hit with a 15-foot cone and not hit allies?
And not hit allies. None. Assuming you count the skeletons as allies.
I do.
Then none. No matter where you aim it, you will hit allies.
Why would Duodecius count the skeletons as ally?
Because
They're
Duodecius still has
disposable
something.
income.
Because Duodecius has something resembling a conscience.
Yeah.
Broken, twisted, and warped beyond hope of salvation, but it's vaguely resembling a conscience.
And here we are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a 20-foot room.
20 by 20.
With
Okay.
the party of 4, another 8 skeletons, and now these 4.
Yeah,
How
the room is
How
full.
many bad guys could I hit with a 5-foot wide, 30-foot long line?
Do you care about allies?
Yes.
Gilbert.
1. You hit the guy right in front of you by shooting up at the ceiling, which would miss everybody else in the room.
Gilbert, if I can put this in perspective, there are 16 5-foot squares in a 20 by 20 room. There are 16 people in this room.
Okay. How many bad guys can I hit if I don't want to hit party members with a 15-foot cone?
With a 15-foot cone, you could hit. The maximum would be 2. It would be the guy in front of you with the longsword and the sheriff. You would also hit. I want to say like 4 of the skeletons, like the ones that pushed him down and started beating him up.
Okay.
You don't want to hit allies. Your probably best bet is just magic missile it out of here.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they're all, action surging, so they're all fighters with their shields.
Yes, these are fighter mans.
Yeah. This dumb, stupid piece of shit who just walked in front of me.
Uh-huh.
He dies. I seek to kill him. 9th level magic missile.
Okay. Well, they strike unerringly.
Well, there's going to be something in the air. Pink mist.
Maybe. Yeah. As you shoot him dead. He is not chunky salsa. Like, that was not significant amounts of overkill.
All right, good to know.
Cool, we can loot him without having to turn it to a scavenger hunt.
I can make use of him.
Anything else on your turn, Duodecius, as you can feel, your god smiling down on you? Oh wait, that's not your god.
It's a god.
My ancestors are smiling upon me, criminals. Can you say the same?
No, I'm pretty sure he was talking about the god that gave you the 9th level spell slot you just used.
Oh.
Wink, wink.
I'm just fucking with him.
I know, but I want to keep fucking with him.
Anything else, Duodecius?
I have laid to waste this foul man. No.
Alright, Alflista.
I would like my spell list to load. Am going to go ahead and cast. Well, I actually don't have a lot of good spells for that.
There is a guy in melee with you, by the way. Greatsword guy.
You
Alright.
could try slowing everyone again.
No, I need a spell slot to use their skeletons when this is done.
We'll just steal the bodies.
That's
Easier
gonna
said than done.
draw
Remember,
too many
we don't
questions.
have bag
Drawing,
of holding.
yeah, it's gonna draw a lot of questions. Drawing notable people throughout town. I'm going to fuck it. I'll stab this dude. I'm gonna pull out my great sword. I'm gonna tell him mine's bigger, and I'm gonna chop him in half with it.
Okay, roll to hit.
I'm probably not gonna be very successful, but I'm gonna try anyways.
You
Wizard
hit him.
with a great sword. Wizard with a great sword.
Numbers. Oh wait, that's D8s. My brain is not working today. There. It's a better roll somehow too.
Alright, yeah, you wound him. Anything else?
Nope. Skeletons are going to continue being the crap out of what's-his-face, the boss.
Okay, well, they have advantage. Roll to hit. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 7 hits.
52 total damage.
He's near death now.
Wonderful. That's it for me and the skeletons.
All right, Sister Beta.
How far is he from me?
The sheriff is 15 feet from you. You are also nearby the guy with the greatsword and the guy with the morning star that primarily were engaging Afflista and Duodecius.
If you could kill those guys, that'd be great.
Oh, sorry, the longsword guy, not the morning star guy. The longsword guy's dead, so just the greatsword guy.
Oh, the greatsword guy, is he in range with me?
Yes.
Oh, in melee?
Yeah, that's why he could hit you with that sweeping attack.
Alright, well then I'm gonna whack him with my sword.
Alright, roll to hit. That does not hit.
Miss. How are you doing over there? How's everybody doing on life? Good, good. Yes.
I got hit pretty hard.
You got hit pretty hard.
Duodecius needs a band-aid.
I got a boo-boo. I need doctor.
All right.
Are you taking a shit?
No, I'm debating whether to heal you or not.
I'd recommend it.
Okay, I'll cast second level bonus action, second level healing word.
Okay.
For 7 points of healing to Gilbert.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. Nobody can kill you but me. I am my turn.
Alrighty. Twidget.
Alright, of the particularities, there is Morningstar, Greatsword, and Plate Mail.
Yes. The plate mail guy is the sheriff. He's also prone on the ground. He also has a greatsword for what it's worth.
Okay. And then Morningstar and Greatsword are both doing okay in hell?
They appear to be unhurt. Oh, sorry. Morningstar is unhurt. Greatsword is injured.
Okay, Morningstar, charm person.
Okay, it's a wisdom save, I believe.
Yes, wisdom save. They have advantage.
13.
He fails. He's not my buddy.
Yes. Is this charm person?
Yeah, yes, just charm person.
Okay.
I'm just using the sword, so the short sword that allows me to cast it once per day. I have never in my life used charm person before.
So it pretty much just gives him the charmed effect in combat.
Mm-hmm.
So
me and allies as friendly.
No, just you.
Just
you can't. He can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with damaging abilities or effects. You have an advantage on any social abilities with him. He's unlikely to live long enough for that to matter.
I told him to attack his buddy.
Well, just because he regards you as friendly does not mean he would that means he doesn't regard his previous friends as friendly as well. Like, you don't change his other allegiances, just his allegiance to you.
Okay. Well then I can try something. I'm going to play scared helpful, scared child help me. They kidnap me, get me out of here.
Okay. Make
to get his attention.
Make a performance check.
What's that, Gilbert?
So, wait, what?
I said play, didn't I?
No, I know. You duplicitous little shit.
But Gilbert, think of all the
I'm trying to
opportunity
mitigate the
attacks.
damage coming your guys' way.
No, I know. No,
Like-
I get it.
playing the damsel in distress card, get me out of this room, takes his weapon out of this room as well.
So he responds to, "Run, little buddy! I'll hold them off."
I'm scared. Help me.
All right. Anything else in your turn?
Well, it's action to charm person, and that is, Flista, you any better with Dex?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Because
Fireball.
no, but as a bonus action, I can cast Gift of the Chromatic Dragon on my short sword.
Well, I have Dex weapons.
Yeah, but it's a +2 magical short sword that I'm putting an additional D4 of damage on.
I'm a wizard. Give it to someone who actually uses weapons when
I'm
they're
the
not
only other
showing
one,
off.
and I'm shit for attacking right now.
Oh fuck no.
So okay, well then never mind that. I will just bonus action Chromatic Dragon on the short sword for myself then. They're just humans, so lightning damage.
Yep.
I'm
Anything
only
else?
in this sword.
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. The sheriff continues to struggle against the one skeleton holding him down as he swings his sword.
Yeah, Twitch, and I'm only in this sword fight so I could hit this guy with the Mine's Bigger card, because I also have a...
Does a 17 hit the skeleton?
17 does hit.
So he does 8 points of slashing damage to it.
It is not destroyed.
Okay. What was that?
Close, but it's not destroyed.
Okay. Well, that's it for him. Morningstar guy is going to take a couple swings at that skeleton. $15.
Is the one holding the guy down?
Yeah.
Does he have a +2 to his damage?
No.
That's destroyed.
All right. Let's see. Then we got Greatsword guy. Greatsword guy is going to attack you, Flista. Does an 18 hit you?
18 does hit.
Dealing 11 points of slashing damage to you.
Hey, funny thing about tieflings. Can I get a, was it a dex save, I think?
Hang on. Oh, yeah.
Parry this casual. Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. That bloodies him, as he then uses his bonus action to Second Wind. Healing up some. He is still bloodied. Alright, Duodecius.
Is the sheriff still near death?
Yes.
Third level magic missile.
Okay. They strike him unerringly.
Indeed.
And he dies.
He cannot run from justice.
He couldn't run from my skeleton either.
Yes, it turns out the undead are very helpful. Speaking of which, his body is sentenced to serve off the remainder of his life sentence, which was not commuted by his death.
Uh-huh. Anything else in your turn?
No.
Alright, Aphlysta. So you got Greatsword guy in melee with you.
Yeah. I'm going to remove him from melee with me with my greatsword.
Roll to hit.
Why am I actually good with this thing? It's
It
not supposed
hits.
to be working.
It's just kind of surprising.
This is the last
He
guy?
he's looking no. You still got Morningstar guy. He's looking pretty battered.
Alright, skeletons are gonna start helping me then.
Okay. That also hits. He dies.
Alright, great. The remaining 6 are gonna beat the crap out of, what was it,
Morningstar guy?
For the last
Yep. Roll to hit.
one?
2 hits.
Uh,
That bloodies him.
That's it for me.
Beta.
All right, what's left?
The guy with the Morningstar. And a bunch of skeletons.
Distance from the guy with the Morning Star.
10 feet.
10 feet, I'm gonna blast him.
Roll to hit. Well, those both hit, and that second one is a crit.
$18 points of force damage.
He dies.
Ah.
And as the last of the lawmen collapse to the ground, you guys are out of initiative.
Thunder.
What's up?
I'm gonna telekinesis the skeleton out of the cabinet and into
Okay.
my body retrieval bag.
All right.
I would like to borrow the skeletons of the lawman and his posse. It'll take 2 minutes.
Okay.
Twidget breaks
And-
out the stilts.
The squeamish should probably avert their eyes or leave the room.
Need help?
No, I got it.
All right. Twidget, you should probably look away.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
Twitch
people-
saw it the
Twidget
first
has
time.
blown up.
That's a fair point. This kid's fucked.
No, Twidget breaks out the stilts to disguise self as the sheriff.
Clever.
Oh, we have to escort these ragabonds out of town, don't we?
We do. We do.
Well,
Thunder.
you guys killed the sheriff, and you shot the deputies.
We did. We did.
I shot the sheriff and reanimated the deputies.
I mean, it gives us 3 up on them, but it doesn't flow as nice.
That's true. Thunder,
Yes.
what should I name the skeleton?
Which one?
The one that I care about, the one in the cave.
Ah! That, name him Hannon Hellraiser.
Sheriff killed a Hellraiser?
I just realized something. My skeletons have better passive perception than I do, and they don't even have eyes.
That's pretty good.
Not for me.
Do I know who this Hannon Hellraiser is?
Unlikely. No, you wouldn't know who he is.
Man, I was not expecting this turn of events. Oh yeah,
I don't think anybody was.
The whole purpose that was to distract him a second, like get a peek at maybe like his desk or something like that. Just get fucking body in there.
I was gonna ask if you wanted that problem to walk out of town with us.
It is walking out of town with us. Well, technically it's being carried out, but
Yeah, he's walking out of town with us.
do you have Speak with Dead?
That'd be a beta question.
If I recall, it's a wizard spell, and I'm just kind of surprised if Flisto wouldn't have it.
Well, he doesn't need to speak with him.
It's
They
not
just
a
have to
wizard
listen.
spell. Is it?
No, it's a cleric spell.
It's a
Isn't
bard
it?
and cleric only.
Oh, no, Tasha's added it to wizard list. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I
That's fine,
don't
I
need.
see.
Oh,
I don't have an interview with my hiring process.
Hmm.
He forcibly conscripts them. He doesn't interview them.
I mean, the kind of people I'm conscripting aren't the kind of people who are worried about morality in life. At least not these 4. I don't know about the other 7 now.
The other 4 are, as near as I could determine, criminals.
Yeah, perfect.
Thus, their bodies are being used to commute the sentence.
It's
They have been sentenced to unlife.
we're performing a public service. Cleaning up neighborhoods, recycling waste products.
Well, Under,
What's up?
what's the sheriff got? I'm going through his stuff.
Okay. You go through like you're just what's on his person.
His person, his room. I'm doing full investigation.
All right. So in the room, among the 4 dead bodies, there are 2 long swords, a great sword, and a morning star. The armor has been rendered unusable. The 4 of them, Merith had a key on him, an iron key.
Take.
Yep.
What's the name it?
Key Victor-10.
All right. What else?
A total of 4 platinum, 13 gold, 10 electrum, and 11 silver.
All right. Ruffles, can you record that? I currently don't have my normal note spiral. It is gone missing.
Okay. The inside of the desk, which just had a single drawer, contains a set of manacles with a key. like the keys inside the lock on the manacles. A half-drunk bottle of whiskey. And a second glass, what would you call those? Well, just a glass, I suppose.
Oh, like
Tumbler. A tumbler.
Oh, tumbler, yeah. Good old rocks glass.
Yeah. He had 2 of them, but, for offering his guest a drink, he decided not to offer you guys a drink. The other one broke when he got knocked over by his desk.
What a rude bastard. I'm glad we killed him. Hey, if we really want to sell this kicking us out of town thing, we have a set of manacles and a key for it. We could always just frog march the necromancer out of town.
Well,
Make a show of it.
Well, he already made a show of walking them to the constable, so now we're going to make a show of him walking us out of town. Like, we're already being walked around, so us him making sure we go to the edge of town, and then, the townsfolk will be like, well, why hasn't the sheriff come back yet? We'll be long gone by the time they investigate. That's the goal.
Yeah, but
are we trying to be long gone? We still have an objective to finish.
Yeah, we can come back.
Yeah.
We can go camp in the woods somewhere instead of trying to rest in town where we just killed the fucking sheriff.
No, I know. The Oasis. Remember the spider den?
Yeah. Well, regardless, the frog march to the edge of town is the goal, but I don't think handcuffs are necessary.
I'll be back in just 1 second. I have to use the restroom.
Is there like a Foot Locker or something that we can stick 4 people's worth of meat in and carry it out of town with us?
Well, there is that wooden cabinet. Like, it's a freestanding cabinet. You could, pack everything in there and then just haul the whole piece of furniture with you.
Nothing less conspicuous.
I mean, no, it is not inconspicuous. And no, there's nothing else in there. Like, the room contained the following bits of furniture: a desk, 2 chairs, an armor stand, empty, and the cabinet.
What about the other? Okay, so when we first came in, there were 3 doors, 2 doors.
So you came in through the west door. So you came in from the outside through a courtyard that had some stables with horses in them. You entered a single door into the building. Once you were inside the courthouse, which is what that room was, there was a door you came in through from the west and 2 doors to the east. The southern eastern door is the one he took you through, which led to this room, which only has the 1 door and a window.
Probably worth mind paying attention to the other rooms. There might be something in there.
I'm back. Anything else?
And also horses.
Any hidden things?
Do you want to search for hidden things?
Yeah.
I'll make an investigation check.
May I give assistance and guidance?
I can assist.
I can give guidance.
All right. Well, as you're looking about, you do notice, and this is really a little more obvious now that the desk has been kind of shoved away from its initial position, that there's a small little concealed trap door. Not large enough to fit through, but only 1 foot by foot, that was underneath the desk.
Floorboard safe.
Or telekinesis. Pry it open.
Okay, yeah, use telekinesis. It pops open. Inside, you can see a small, 2 foot deep recess in the side of a metal lockbox, like it was just shoved down there lengthwise.
Telekinesis, pull it up.
Okay, yeah. It comes up. You can see it has a latch where you could attach a lock, but there is no lock present.
Check for traps.
Make an investigation check.
Assistance and guidance.
I can assist.
I can guide.
I can watch.
So, yeah, as you're examining it, you realize that there is a spring-loaded mechanism inside. If you open the lid, it triggers. You're pretty sure it's trapped.
Telekinesis, pinch that shut. Crushing the, you know what I mean? Holding the spring.
Okay.
And, that way it can't trigger.
Sure.
And opening.
Okay, hold on.
Trap doesn't work when the telekinesis holds it rigid.
Yeah, I mean you can do. I was just checking the weight limit. 1,000 pounds of force. Yes, you can totally prevent that from triggering. Okay, inside you can see 8, 9, 10, about 1,400 coins of various denominations and a couple of small quartz gemstones.
Twidget, can you disable the trap?
I tie some string around what he's holding with telekinesis.
Okay, sure.
Why waste the trap?
What kind of trap is it?
It looks like it would launch like darts or needles or something out in the face of whoever opens it.
Can I use telekinesis now that the trap is restrained to pull those darts out?
Why?
Yes, it is a single dart.
Any sign of poison?
Make an investigation check. No.
Reinsert.
Okay.
God, I love telekinesis. Okay, so how do we get this out of here?
How
The
big is the
lockbox?
lockbox?
Yeah, it's like a shoebox.
It's just
Carry it.
It's just a little metal lockbox where he kept his cash in a
right.
hidden floor area.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow I thought that was a little.
Taking in one of Skeleton's ribs, throw a cloak over him.
Yeah, it makes sense. And how much gold was in there? Oh, I see you're typing it up. Thank you. All right. So the room has been thoroughly investigated?
Yes.
All right. We continue to search the rest of the premises.
Okay. Why don't you just give me another investigation check for everything else?
Guidance and assistance, please.
Mm-hmm.
Mister.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So you start in the courthouse where, there's like 4 rows of wooden benches facing a large desk at the front with several oversized chairs behind it. Despite thoroughly searching it, you don't really find anything of interest or value there. You then open up the second of the 2 back rooms, which looks to open to a small storage area and a single barred cell. Inside the storage rooms, you can see shelves and racks covering the walls not near the cells, and a few large unlocked storage chests. There are some mundane supplies in here: shovels, chains, buckets, and other assorted maintenance supplies. Some of the more valuable items that you find include some fine clothes, a couple of ornate saddles, for like a total goods haul of about 1,000 gold pieces worth of just miscellaneous stuff. Total, there's 400 pounds worth of stuff. It totals 1,000 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm. Anybody in the cell?
The cell is currently empty except for a bucket.
I test the key on the lock.
It unlocks the cell. As you're looking around the room with your investigation, you do find that one of the larger storage chests has a false bottom that appears to be a trap door going down.
Traps?
You don't find any.
Telekinesis. Where does it open to as I open it with telekinesis?
Stand by.
Oh, sorry. I thought I hit like the wrong key.
So it looks to be a rough-hewn set of earthen stairs going down about 10 feet. And there you can see what looks to be like a small 20-foot chamber carved out of the earth, shored up with thick timbers.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay. Well, when you poke your head down there, you can see almost like a mine shaft, 10 feet wide, heading east down there. Do you have dark vision?
No, but I have my globe of light, my drift globe.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it looks to go at least the 40 feet that are illuminated by that. And then it goes off into darkness.
Gentlemen, I have a feeling this goes back in... This does seem like it goes back into the dungeon, like architecturally.
Like, from what you remember of, like, well, if the inn was there and we went up from there, then yes, there's a good chance that this would be going back into the dungeon.
Guys, do we want to check this out just slightly further, make sure there's nothing in this area, and then exit?
No.
Okay.
If we established it goes back into the dungeon, there's no reason to go down there. It's just
Alright.
more likely to fuck us up more.
Fair enough.
4 levels of exhaustion here.
Right. Alright. Exit back up, close this up.
Okay.
How much spare carrying capacity do we have, guys?
With all the stuff that we just looted, probably not much. How many skeletons do you have, Aflista?
11. At 150 pounds each.
Um,
Well, like 145, but
oh yeah, because they're gear. So
Does anybody have a wisdom above 14?
I do.
No.
Ah, hey, Duodecius, you do remember that there were 7 horses in the stable inside the walled-in courtyard in this building.
Horses would be useful.
does anyone know how to lead horses out of a stable?
I feel like with a vaguely medieval setting, most of us have probably been
I was gonna
around
say that's
horses
a
enough.
given. Yeah, that's a given. Aflista, even your character would be familiar with how to manage and handle a horse. It's the primary mode of transportation in this era.
I mean, my Lamborghinis are mine, but
Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it really, like, these were horses in stables, which probably means they're trained somewhat. Wild horses you might have trouble with. Yeah, that's a bit more of a specialized skill.
Nah, you just throw a lasso around them and hold X and go back and forth on the joystick for a few seconds.
look, it's an X. And why do I have to?
At which point the horse bolts and begins dragging Twidget behind it off into the distance.
So yeah, if we do the sheriff escorting ruse, it'd be kind of difficult to steal the horses, but if we just take the horses and bolt, there's very few people other than the mercantile dude that would be able to catch us. And then we can circle back and go in the dungeon the way that we first went in.
We could also always like steal the horses in the night.
Or we could just, wait till night.
To leave?
Yeah. Nothing we have done so far results in us staying in this village, Gilbert, especially with you killing the sheriff. Good dude, not good dude, doesn't matter. We're not staying
I know. That's why I was baffled about why you were saying we stay here until nightfall.
I never said that.
I thought you said stay till night and then take the horses instead of just
No, I said
coming
wait
back at
till night.
Right. Exactly.
After you said steal the horses in the night.
All right.
Right.
There's a very obvious miscommunication, and as funny as it is, I would like to move on. Gilbert,
Yeah.
he means you guys leave now, and then in the night you sneak back into town and steal the horses.
That's what I. Yes.
No, that's what Gilbert means. I mean wait here until night. In the sheriff's office where we're being imprisoned. No would be none the wiser if, half a
Well,
day
there you go.
passed
It's
with
all
the
cleared up now.
Yeah. So those are our two options. Leave now, using the sheriff guys.
Those are
he's
not your
escorting us
only
out of town.
options. There's an entrance to the dungeon right there.
That's
Oh, we're
that's
definitely
option.
going back to this.
That's option like Z.
That's like the Tarrasque has shown up in town.
Yeah,
And
we're
we
going down
feel-
there to get safety.
Yeah.
Easy fix, fly.
Ravum
the
has,
two
has
viable
discovered
options.
nuclear weapons and is making
Guys,
an example of the town.
Of the two viable options, we do sheriff escorts us out of town, come back at night, steal the horses so we have some better mobility, or we just steal the horses and go full western. Right into the
Can we
sunset.
take the horses now and leave?
I'm fine with that.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't even think of using the horses earlier, so.
How many wagons are there here?
There are no wagons here. Like you walked in through the courtyard. There were some stables of the horses. There was no wagon. You get more of the idea that the horses are there for personal transport of the sheriff and the deputies. If they need to ride out to hunt down some murderous adventurers that slaughtered, not the sheriff and the deputies.
Sheriff and the deputies?
Well, they won't be needing them anyway.
Let's take the horses and go.
Yeah, let's load up the horses, saddle up, and pile
Agreed.
on, and then all come out the gate at once. And ride out of town, and then we'll come back and deal with the phone.
Is that what you guys do?
Just do the illusion though, just as a. You know what I mean? We should still do the illusion of the sheriff.
The reason I can get away with myself while walking.
I can't
On
understand a
stilts.
word of you. You went pure
Oh, sorry.
robot.
Yep, sorry. I said I cannot do disguise self on a horse. I can only do it while I'm walking around because of my stilts. Because of the
Really?
height limitation of disguise self, yes.
Don't think that still count as self or disguise self.
No, it's fine. He is right though. You can only seem 1 foot taller or shorter than you are. So casting disguise self on yourself while you're using stilts will let you appear taller. So you're disguising the stilts along with it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to change your clothes with the disguise self at all.
Gotcha. Okay. I see what you're going for.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
so
Yeah.
I can walk around the medium-sized creature, but I would not be able to ride a horse because of I have little
Right.
torso.
Right. Yeah. The perspective problem. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I
Alright.
use disguise self as a gnome. Otherwise, it would be fucking worthless for a gnome to have disguise self.
You can disguise yourself as a dwarf or a halfling.
Yeah, that's true. But in a town full of humans, the dwarf is the first suspect.
Yeah, they ran out of dwarves a while back in Mitra.
Hmm. Well, let's go.
We're
Alright.
gonna take the horses and bolt.
Okay.
I mean, if it's possible, is it possible to get out of this location without being super obvious?
Not really. It's early evening. It's a small village, and while the constabulary is to the south of the village, like it's at the edge of the village, there's no cover. Like as soon as you come storming out of the gates with your horses, people are going to notice.
Whether we go slow or fast, they're gonna know it's not the sheriff and his men on the horses.
So if you wanted to
don't-
get out of town the quickest, you'd basically go out and go straight south for a bit, before then turning east or west to head into the hills.
All right. Yeah, let's saddle up and go to the Oasis.
The Oasis.
Yes, there was an oasis with phase spiders.
Oh,
Inside
that
of which
Oasis.
was a underground den with loot and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we shall saddle up and go there.
Okay. Okay, so you guys saddle up, come charging out of the constabulatory. Oh, by the way, these 7 horses are in fact war horses. All of them.
Oh, nifty.
All of them have saddles. All of them have saddlebags and bit and bittle.
All right.
And then yeah, we take all of the loot.
Yeah, I figured that part. So yeah, then you head south, kind of hooking around the east to head into the hills before heading north to go back towards that oasis. From what I recall, that oasis is actually like 2 days north of you. Oh, wait, no, only a full day's ride.
So if we go fast,
You'd get like 2/3 of the way there before night falls.
okay, and then if we pushed through, how many hours would we need to ride to get there?
At a fast pace, you'd probably need to ride 3 hours.
Do we take the risk?
Can I uncomfortably sleep on the saddle?
No.
What if we hold them?
How big is Twidget?
I weigh right now 149 pounds total. Gear and me.
How about just you?
Just me, 25. Yeah, we could put my gear on a horse.
I
I
mean,
just weigh 25 pounds.
We could just swaddle him like a big baby.
that's all I'm saying. Like, you could like stick him in a backpack and have him like a baby carrier on your back. Then he could
Yeah,
sleep.
because I'm the only one that's in danger of actually dying from exhaustion for 3 checks. If I fail even if I fail all 3 of them, I die. But if
Yeah,
I didn't
let's-
have to check, then we could do that.
Yeah, let's push it.
Okay. Well, then Aflista, Beta, and Duodecius, I will need 3 Constitution saving throws from each of you.
Hey.
Constitution, you say? 3
Yes, 3 of them. So Duodecius is fine. Aflista gets 2 levels of exhaustion. And Beta gets 2 levels of exhaustion.
Shit.
Better get those ones out now.
But deep in the night, you do arrive at this oasis.
Alright. We'll clear that burrow. Is it clear?
Yes, it is currently clear.
We make camp inside.
Okay. You guys set a watch order?
Well, I've already got 2 hours in, so I can take
3.
4th. 3. Well, yeah. But I can take 4th. Because then I would have completed my long rest by then.
I'll take third. Can we have the skeletons
So,
take
chat
the first
order.
2? Oh, yeah,
Eh.
it works.
Yeah, just chat
Yeah.
order. I don't think the skeletons would be viable for being on watch.
That's fair.
Skeletons are better than me.
Well, they'd be on watch with you.
It's more that if you order them to guard an area, all they will do is attack if something approaches. So they won't be waking you up, and if something kites them away, they don't have a way to, they wouldn't be smart enough to wake you guys up before being, kited away from the party and destroyed.
Just tie strings to all of their ankles to Flista's pinkies.
They
So if
also
they walk.
they would also
They
have
walk
the
away.
advantage of if a person opens combat on them, because I think they're in robes around the horses. The sound of combat would provide a bit of an indicator.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, just chat order then.
Chat order.
All right, you guys go to sleep. The night passes without incident. Morning comes, and you have all had a successful long rest.
Yay, back to 3 levels of exhaustion.
I'm gonna make the burrow nice.
You gonna hang out here?
Yeah, we'll make a comfortable campsite out of it.
All right, how long do you stay? And how are your provisions?
Good on provisions. At least for me. I got multiple days.
I have 23 days of rations.
Yeah, let's see what exactly I got. 18.
So that's 31. Skeletons don't need to eat. Unaccounted for, we have 2, so 6. The 3 days we need, we have enough under.
Okay. The other question I had is how long do you stay here?
3 days. Yeah, we need 3 days for me to completely be full up.
Undead heal on a long rest, right?
I believe they do. All creatures do, except the ones that say otherwise. But you do have to cast Animate Dead every day to re-control them.
Yeah. I have already marked off my spell slot.
Okay.
Which is very easy because it uses all my 3rd level spell slots to control this many.
Alright. How do we want to handle the return to town?
I don't think we return to town.
What do you mean?
We go to the white place on the hill. That's not in town. That's how we originally got in the dungeon. Through the trap door, and that place is floor.
I mean,
down.
so it's on the hill, like right next to town. You know that, right? Like it's a matter of like 100 feet from it to the edge of town.
Oh, I thought it was further. My apologies.
No.
I'm beginning to wonder if maybe what we should do is secure the town. We know there's a succubus who's active with the cult.
Well, then option C would be get somebody with a little more juice. I.e. the lord of this land. He probably doesn't know what's going on in his territory. Cult, succubus, all that. Little bit of research and heading in the other direction. Because they're going to be expecting us, regardless if we come back the day after we left or a week after we left.
Yeah, we'd have to put some good breathing on there.
It is also kind of hard to hide being a tiefling with a near dozen skeletons in tow. I am a quite recognizable individual.
That's why I always build the blend. So, yes, under... What is the largest, nearest, not this area, town?
Well,
that we might be familiar with?
that would be the port town of Vertorm, which is how you arrived here in Vrya.
Is that
How
where
many
our ship
days?
is waiting?
That would be let's see, it's 24 miles of this.
We have a ship, right?
We don't need a ship for what we're doing, but yes, we do have a ship.
Okay.
It was the pirate ship, remember?
Yeah.
We stole it and hired a crew. Well, requisitioned it and hired a crew.
Not even requisition. It was a fairly earned prize. By all Ravam law, it is legally ours.
From your current position along the road, you'd remember that it's a 5-day journey. Like, it's 6 days from Vertorm to Mitra's Fist along this dusty road.
On a horse?
Horses
We
don't go
walked it, didn't we?
faster. The reason people historically rode horses was not to go fast. Generally, it was so that they didn't have to walk it themselves. Horses at a not fast pace, only like walk at a walking pace.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, you wouldn't be galloping full out unless it was an emergency. You'd just be canting,
Right.
trotting.
The exception to that being like messengers and stuff who would purposefully ride their horses into the ground, but they were generally stopping at way stations to switch out horses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then
Also remember there are no way stations between here and Vertorm.
yeah, we'll just ride to Vertorm and find out who the local liege lord is and go from there.
Is that what you guys do?
Yes.
Alright. So you guys start north on the road. On the road here. To Vertorm. Which is a rather dour place. It's not walled. It's just a small trading town on the coast of the ocean. But the 5 days pass uneventfully, and you arrive in the town. Which for some reason I don't seem to have marked down the name of the inn that was there. Yeah. So do you guys take any steps to disguise the host of undead that are with you?
We got a bunch of cloaks over their heads.
So you've got like this group of like 5 or 6 adventurers on horses, and then just like these like a dozen people in like dark cloaks just walking along behind you.
Is it possible for me to try to do them up like monastic types from like foreign monastics?
Possibly. Do you have the materials on hand to do that?
Let me see. Well, I have a bunch of paper. I do have access to wax. And I've got my own like an investment here. Can I disguise them using purity seals?
You could, yeah.
Awesome. In that case, I will scribe up a few sheets of like Ravam liturgical law, and we'll stick it on them with the purity seals. Bada bing, bada boom. They're sworn to oaths of silence.
Okay. So yeah, as you approach town, it's like they have like a small militia, and a couple of the guys kind of come up to you as you guys are approaching, and one in the front, somewhat gruff-looking figure, it's got a spear. Hi, stranger. What brings you to Vertorm with your retinue here?
I present that edict wasn't a secret, so I present to him the edict on behalf of the church.
Okay. Yeah, you present your expedition edict from Bishop de Villiers. He looks at it, reads it over, and says, looks at you, your retinue. Yeah. You guys are certainly churchly looking folk. What brings you to Vertorm, though?
Rest and resupply. Most of us lack the constitution to weather the desert as well as the native folk are.
I see. Well, there is an inn in town. Bit of a small thing, though. I don't know if it'll have room for all of you. Afraid that the church, we have a church. It's also kind of small. Well, the inn's over there. I forget the name of it offhand, and the temple's over there. I can't say I'm exactly a pious person myself, so I couldn't tell you the name of the priestess there. But anyway, welcome to Vertorm.
Thank you.
Great. Why are they all so quiet?
Sworn oaths of silence.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Does the blatantly foreign nature of them help at all?
Yeah, you'd have advantage on this. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about them preaching too much, eh? Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, just chuck people coming on the roads. Dangerous times these.
Indeed, they are. I hope the rest of your day is uneventful.
And to be honest, could use some excitement.
Well, then hopefully it's only the good kind. And Duodecius will lead the part to the temple.
Okay. Yeah. As you're walking away, you really get the idea that he was stuck on militia duty to guard the road no one ever comes down. Because he's kind of the village idiot.
Excellent.
Like, he did not come across as the most astute person to have guarding the road.
I ain't complaining.
Well, but eventually you do arrive at the church. It is a small church, not really even like a full temple. It also currently appears to be closed.
Is that normal?
No.
Oh no! I send my little raccoon.
Okay.
I see through his eyes and his ears.
Uh-huh.
Go forth, Noel. Perform reconnaissance.
Yeah. So you send Nolan. And look through his eyes and his ears. As you realize that, well, the priestess is in. And, well, she's currently naked on the altar. And being fucked by some rather large, strapping man. It is quite graphic.
The not concerning kind, right?
I mean, you don't see any, like, ritual accoutrement or anything. It looks like it's just, you know...
Started breaking up very badly. What?
I said it, you don't see any, like, ritualistic accoutrement. It appears to just be sex.
This is, this is awkward.
Twidget stares wide-eyed.
You can't see this.
Yeah, no, it's he sent his familiar in. So he's looking through his familiar's eyes, like this little raccoon just in there staring at them.
The raccoons. Duodecus is just gonna keep going. Oh, wow. Okay. Folks, I think we're going to not go to the temple for a short while.
Are they busy?
Yes. The priestess is in the middle of I don't have any euphemisms right now.
Giving a service?
Man, they're going at it. Like rabbits in spring.
Giving a special service?
Yeah, sure. There's
Spreading like the word?
There's some anointing going on here. Yeah. Duodecus is going to turn off his eyes.
Okay.
Null, let us know when they're done.
Okay. So you guys just wait outside the church?
We wait 100 feet away off the road. Null will signal when they're finished.
Probably got a while. Is there a magic shop in town? Like in most towns the size, is there a place I could buy stuff to copy down spell scrolls or into a spell book?
Yes, there is a magic shop selling magic components and scribing components and things like that.
Alright. How much money do we have? I'm of a mind to just, while you are all waiting this out, head out and get some supplies for Duodecus and I to share some arcane information.
How much do you want?
That's a good question. What is it, 50 per spell level?
Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 31 spell levels times 50 would be 1,550 times 2 for 2 wizards, 3,000, and then however many extra spells Duodecius has been able to stick in his book.
You just won 5,000.
How much do we have?
22,000 in carried currency.
I'll take 5,000.
Plus all that shit we recently. Yeah, we have like 1,000.
Yeah, another
gold to sell.
29,000 in stuff to sell.
I'll take the 5 and I'll stock up for a bit.
Okay.
Awesome, and then we'll play.
And then I'll have definitely a dozen monks follow Duodecius around as their current leader, or whatever he tells them to do. And I'll go ask around for a wizard shop to copy down all shit from.
Well, Twidget and Beta can go sell some of the more simplistic mundane items that are just, art object and not. Where did you get this?
Where did you get
Yeah, I mean
this,
it's a trading port, so there is a market. You can sell most of the art objects here, as long as it's not something like super specialized.
Yeah. Oh, I figured it out, by the way. My issue with Display Fusion not being able to switch between Chrome and Discord, it is specifically when I have Excel spreadsheets open on Chrome. It's the only time that it freezes up when I'm switching back and forth. So my only thought is it must be the overlay popping up and showing the image.
Curious.
All right, so
Well, after about an hour of you guys doing some various shopping activities in town, Duodecius, you get a ping from Null that the priestess is finished.
All right. Null, ping me again when. I don't know. It seems like it won't be awkward.
He immediately pings you.
finished means she's done and available.
Allegedly.
Do you think I'm really gonna trust a raccoon to determine that?
You trusted a raccoon to know when it's not awkward.
You're right. That's a good point. Okay.
None of this time would be awkward for the raccoon to go in.
Wait, sorry, what?
I said, why would the raccoon ever consider it awkward to be there?
That's a good point. I'm gonna check Null's judgment. What do I say?
You see the priestess, now clothed, apparently sweeping the dais with a broom. She seems to be humming to herself contentedly.
All right. In that case, we shall go to the temple.
Okay, you go to the temple. The temple is open.
I pick up Null. How is Null doing?
He's fine.
Excellent.
There's a little empty container of popcorn next to him.
Is this after or during the shopping?
I mean, depending on what you guys are doing, it probably didn't take you much longer than an hour to do your shopping.
I'm picking up 5,000 gold in wizard spellbook materials.
Yeah, you go to the shop, you buy the stuff. It's right there.
All right.
This ain't like going to the grocery
They have it
store.
organized in boxes of 1,000 gold pieces for people like you.
Sleuth
What do you
Sleuth
mean,
goes to the
people like you?
wizard
Adventurers.
store, and he gets caught up talking to one of the associates there, and they end up chatting near the horse stall until 2 in the morning, a negative 30-degree wind chill.
Don't be ridiculous, Gilbert. They didn't have degrees back then.
All right. Since we're all here, I guess we'll all go in.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the priestess turns and greets you. Ah. Welcome to the temple of the masked gods. What can I do for you?
To blow the dust off.
Yep. This is the same priestess we talked to last time, right?
Yes.
Well, we went to Mitra's Fist. That town is up to here in culty nonsense.
Oh dear. Well, it's a good thing that you're here then, yes? You're to deal with it?
Insight check.
Sure, make an insight check. Yeah, it's more like she's like, oh, well, it's a good thing you're here then, because if you remember last time you were here, you like showed her the edict and we're all like, yeah, we're here on official church business to like check out this town and stuff like that. So she, as far as she's concerned, you're just like saying like, yeah, your investigation turned up that there is in fact like evil shit going down. So she's like, yeah, that's great. It's like 6 days away from here, so I'm not overly concerned. Good thing you're here though, right? To clear everything out, right?
Yes. We will be going back to clear it out, but we were wondering if you knew of who the local lord was. We may need to acquire a little more force.
Well,
to do a thorough sweep of the town.
Town itself is corrupted.
well, the local lord, if I recall, is it's a Landon knight, really. Goes by the name Jack Ben Bossem. Sorry, I mispronounced it. Bosim. Jack Ben Bosim. He is, yeah.
Real quick, that 400 pounds, 1,000 gold of stuff, is that the ornate saddles and all that stuff?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I had them written separate, but I didn't have a gold. No, we're good.
Yeah.
Jack Ben Bosim.
Yes, he lives in his castle Mar-Lador. The fastest way to get to that castle would be to head out the western road instead of the southwestern. It's about 3 days to the village of Mumdur, and there 2 days south to the castle Mar-Lador.
Can you tell us anything else about him, his disposition and whatnot?
Well, only stories, really. He's an older knight, and back in the day, he served with the good queen before being taking his just rewards and the land grants and settling down here in the south. Part of his responsibilities is to watch for incursions from the deserts to the south. As far as I'm aware, there haven't really ever been any. I think it's more of a ceremonial position, really. The barren wastes are called that for a reason, after all. But the surrounding lands are supposed to be protected by him and his. Back in the day, he was a renowned warrior. He's unlikely to really go out there now, I think, to deal with this type of nonsense. His son would be more the lead from the front type you would expect.
Excellent. Good to know. Good to know.
What type of assistance were you hoping to get from him? Because while he is a knight and owns the lands, other than his personal retinue, he doesn't exactly have an army.
Well, given that we are operating in his jurisdiction and may well need to purge an entire settlement, it seemed best to get the local lord involved. That way there's not a miscommunication about those on duty from the church being misconstrued as marauding bandits by any cult survivors.
Of course. Well, I'm sure if you present your bona fides to him, he would, at the very least, give you the dispensation to deal with accursed villages and the like. I doubt he would complain over much, since as far as I'm aware, it's not like the church is charging him for this.
That's good to hear. Insight check.
Sure, make an insight check. Yeah, she's being like generally forthright with you. It's more just that she just doesn't know a lot. So she's giving you what she knows and her suppositions, but it's not like she has a close relationship with the guy.
Right. Excellent. Well, thank you for your time.
Of course. If there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate.
Wish her a pleasant day.
You mean evening, because it's pretty much night.
A pleasant evening.
All right, yeah, she bids you a good night.
All right, guys, what do you think we should do?
It sounds like we go talk to this knight. See if we can't hire up a levy or militia or something of the sort to help us deal with the town. I'm sure there's some local relatively strong folk who would have at least a knowledge of how to swing a club or a spear to help hold a perimeter. Maybe even use a sling.
All right. Under.
Yeah.
While we were there, could I have turned in the skeleton of that individual I found so that they could be interred?
Yes.
I do so.
Yeah, and she assures you that it will be not interred, but it will be disposed of with all due rites and the like. They typically cremate their dead.
Ah,
Does she know who he is?
From skeletal remains? No, she doesn't. But you're turning her in and asking her to take care of it, so.
But we have his name.
oh yeah, I suppose.
We didn't say he told her who he was. She just handed the body to him, the skeleton. Like, here, turn this guy.
Yeah, could I have inquired who Hanon Hellraiser was?
She shrugs and says, "No one that I know of, but there are lots of people that I don't know."
That's fair. No. Alrighty. That taken care of?
All right. Last question under.
Mm-hmm.
Who would buy some steel wire
Steel wire?
from the spider?
Buy, okay. The blacksmith would. Absolutely buy that.
What's he paying per foot?
Foot of steel wire? That's like what?
Or
Typically,
10 foot or...
he's going to buy it by
I
the
have-
pound.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have a weight for it right now.
Okay, well, give me a
I have-
second.
2,500 feet of it. Yeah, I have 2,000, depending on how much it weighs, feet of it.
All right, so it's about 1.5 pounds per foot. So you said you had 2,500 feet?
Yes.
So it'd be 3,750 pounds.
All right.
And he would offer you 5 silver per pound.
Okay. Yeah, it would just too naive. He would just take it wholesale. He wouldn't barter.
Okay. He
So-
does pay you in gold, though.
Or platinum or whatever, yeah.
Well, no, he doesn't have platinum. He just gives you gold.
Oh, okay.
Like, you can go change to platinum if you want, but the blacksmith only hands you gold.
Yeah, I'll take the gold and go change it to platinum. And then I kept 200 feet.
Okay.
But that is the last item on my list of bullshit. Other than the only things that I did not sell off were the 1 second display fusion has been retarded. Is the gold lion's mask studded with 94 amethyst, topaz, and garnets and turquoise gems, and then the gilded gold skull mirror, because I think we were discussing keeping that. Otherwise, everything else was mundane enough. Like, a steel bottle isn't that impressive. It's just, oh yeah, I'll pay a lot for that. So, yep, everything else is taken care of then. And I have restocked my oil flasks.
Alrighty.
Does anybody else want to buy shit while we're in a major trade report?
While we're here, I might as well pick up some raw steel for any smithing needs that we might have later. I'm planning on picking up fabricate.
Are you proficient with smithing tools?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll do what I do on Friday nights. If you want to spend money, just put how much in chat. That way we got to sit here and say, I want this, oh, I want this. Just tell me how much gold or platinum or whatever, however you want to. If you want to put it in electrum pieces, I can do the math. I will hate you, but I will do the math. So if you want to spend money, just put it in chat.
Looking for how expensive steel is by the pound.
It's a gold per pound.
That's very simple.
For steel, yes. Iron's cheaper.
Is there an appreciable difference in 5th edition between steel and iron?
So when you're crafting things, you're generally crafting by the gold value. So steel's a more efficient weight because it's only a pound of steel and it's therefore 1 gold worth of crafting material, whereas a pound of iron is only a silver's worth of crafting material. That's the mechanical difference. Realistically, it's, finished steel is involves a lot of work, whereas pig iron is basically fresh out of the smeltery.
Okay.
So iron's typically going to be turned into nails, chain, manacles, things of that nature, horseshoes. Steel is pretty much solely reserved for weapons and armor. High performance things get steel.
Weapons, tools, armors, things that are used.
Yeah.
Whereas a nail is used once, a hammer is used to pound in all of the nails.
Right. But since 5e treats crafting as you just craft X gold per day, steel ingots are the cheaper way to transfer around that material in terms of weight.
What about the mechanics with fabricate? Because that's, I think, his intention.
Yeah.
Using fabricate with smithing tool knowledge to make weapons. Does that make iron more valuable?
No, you would still need that gold value's worth of material that you would be crafting, I think. Or sorry, half the gold cost of materials that you're then turning into.
You want to use steel.
Yeah.
Just for the weight to gold ratio.
Yes.
Damn, that's a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. All right.
Yeah. Well, generally for crafting anything, you have to have materials of half the value. Half the value is the material.
I wasn't here for the session where we transported here. Is our boat docked here?
Do you guys actually own that boat? I thought it wasn't your boat.
Yeah, we got that as a gift for dealing with the pirates. We hired the crew.
Got it as a gift. We fucking claimed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we called dibs.
There we are. Yeah. No, it's still here in town.
Okay. Yeah, I just drummed up some rights of seizure shit on that.
In terms of your question, Burger, yeah, we could buy bulk steel and just store it on the ship. We wouldn't have to sit there and carry it around.
All right. Feels weird needing 750 pounds of steel for a suit of plate mail.
Try again?
Half its weight or half its value in gold for crafting. It's worth 1,500 gold, but it only weighs 65 pounds.
Oh man, you're right. That is kind of fucking weird.
That's how the craft mechanics in 5e work. I know it's not realistic.
You're not, when you're making plate, you're not using 750 pounds of steel. You're using all of the scraps of leather and stuff like that. So that's where a lot of the cost is coming from, and then the work for doing it.
I mean, I value my time, but I'm not going to put at 700 gold for 10 minutes.
Yeah, for doubling your money, basically.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I know what the problem is here.
The problem is 5th edition is fucking weird.
5th edition thinks you're making this, and that's why you need so much.
I mean, I'll make that.
the big metal unit.
But in terms of other resources that we could get for the use of fabricate, just getting raw lumber.
Alright, so we're gonna need a little more than 200 then. Fuck, let's just go up to 4,000. That seems decent for projects.
I mean, and then another thing you can do is buy up scraps of, like junk scraps of leather and stuff.
Yeah.
Because fabricate doesn't care. And then you can arm all of your skeletons with that.
Ooh, actually, that's a good point. I can start retrofitting my skeletons.
I mean,
I'm
what are they
going-
currently kitted with right now, and what are they capable of wearing? We have 20,000 gold. Do you want them in half plate? Because we can put them in half plate.
What are they capable of wearing? Because right now,
Like, can a skeleton wear medium armor? I don't think they can wear heavy. I think that wouldn't make sense even if they were allowed to.
they have leather armor or an equivalent right now.
Okay.
If they are capable of wearing half plate, I'd take that.
That'd be an underruling. Can skeletons wear medium armor?
All right. So I'm gonna say that since they're controlled by you, as long as you're proficient, so that your knowledge of how they would work would therefore that, then they have no problems with it. So what armor are you proficient in?
I'm a
Wizards
wizard.
don't.
So then we can only upgrade them to studded leather because they're already wearing leather, so they'd at least be proficient in light armor without his mod.
Yeah, this is why clerics are generally the better ones to cast animate dead, because they get then you could put them in, heavier
Heavy?
armor.
Fucking Necrons.
Fucking necromancers, suboptimal for necromancy.
Well, no, they can make more of them, but they're the horde style undead. They don't do so well with the commando stuff like clerics can do.
All right, so you want just
I can
how
also
many
just
can you right now at a
You're
max? How
stepping
many
on
skeletons
Sleuth.
can you control?
I can control 12 of them and still have a spell slot to use with the third. If I end up using that to make another pair of skeletons, 14.
Okay. Why don't we just get 20 sets of studded leather? Nice, easy, round number. 900 gold.
It's not really worth it unless we can salvage that studded leather later for fabricating into heavy armor. Because I am planning next time we have, or if we ever have downtime, to learn how to use plate mail.
How do you plan to do that?
You'd have to get
You'd have to
light
take a
armor
feat.
to get medium armor to get heavy armor.
Yeah,
You'd have to
Sleuth,
take like 4 feats.
Yeah, I found this out. Apparently, you cannot learn in downtime armor. You have to take the feats for it.
That's stupid.
I thought that too.
Yep, it is
Apparently
a.
that's
You
fine.
can learn in downtime. You can learn a new language or a set of tools.
All right, so I'm never wearing heavy armor then.
Well, you can wear it.
And
Just
then I
ain't gonna
will
be
be
any
the
good in
world's
it.
shittiest wizard because I won't be able to cast spells.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just note down somewhere, Flista, that we have extra suits of studded leather and upgrade all your skellies. I'm buying 20 suits of studded leather. Because it sounds like what we can really get away with.
Do you want to upgrade their weapons?
No.
Heavy crossbows?
I'm not proficient with them.
Oh. Light crossbows?
I've already got short bows for range and slings for close range.
Okay, doke. Then just the armor then. Okay. Denoted.
Alright, is there anything else you guys doing for Torm?
I think we gotta copy some spells down from Flista and I got a trade.
Yeah, that's gonna be a while.
Well, how many days do you spend then in town? And are you just staying on your ship then? For accommodations?
Yeah.
How many days do we spend in town?
Sleuth? Send me your spell list, I'll send you mine.
Can Gilbert copy my racial spells that are also wizard spells from being a tiefling?
Only if you first copy them down to your spellbook. You know the spells through that method, which means you don't need your spellbook for it. But you would need to then spend the effort to actually like copy down into your spellbook for him to be able to copy it. So right now you basically cast it out of memory.
Okay.
But as long as you do that first, then yes, he could. Like there wouldn't be any once it's in your spellbook, there's no restriction on it.
The racial ones aren't super critical to me.
Well, darkness might be useful.
That's true. Alright.
Spells cast from magic items cannot be copied that way. Like you can't copy the spell from like the Ring of Telekinesis into your spellbook.
Yeah, I'm not letting you copy down teleportation.
Are you talking about Indravin?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Who's retired?
For now.
Oh, you got Lehman's. Sleuth, I can't help but notice we have very similar spell choices.
Yeah, we did pick a bit of overlap, didn't we?
Well, that makes it easier for figuring out how many days we're going to be sitting in town.
Alright.
It's mostly first level, though.
Oh yeah, I got like a huge pile of first.
The only...
Aren't you a scribes wizard?
Yeah.
So you can do this really fast.
I can't.
Right. So it's really more Flissa that's going to be determinant of how long you guys stay in town.
Okay, so
because for you, like a day is like enough to copy an entire person's spellbook.
Wizard Xerox machine.
Well, it's like what takes like another like it would take a Flissa like 2 hours to copy a level 1 spell. It takes Duodecius 2 minutes.
All right, so In that case, I need to copy 1, 2, 3/3, 4 seconds, and 1 first.
So 3/3 is 1, 4 seconds is another 2. So you got 3 of whatever it is.
It's gonna be like Under said. Gilbert, however much
it's
you're copying doesn't
No,
matter.
I'm
I
telling you
was
that
making a
because the gold
fractions
cost.
joke.
Yeah, I can copy it on a fuck ton of shit, but money. And yes, I know we have a butt ton of money. It's so we can subtract money. Man. Right now, I wish I had 2 monitors.
It do be handy.
Alright. Expeditious retreat. Arcane lock, knock, magic weapon, raven feeblement.
All right, I have 54 hours of copying down spells.
So 7 days.
We can do some of that on the road, right?
We don't have any way
Hey.
for you guys to work and write like we do on Monday.
A wagon. We can just buy a
We
wagon.
don't have a cart. Yeah, we don't have a wagon.
We can purchase one.
We are in a trading port.
And
Yeah.
we have the funds.
We buy the finest wagon Under. A nice carriage.
One with suspension.
Well, there are carriages for sale. You could also just buy wagons. Which do you want to buy? They're all available here in town.
A carriage. With a nice writing table in the middle.
All right, that'll be 105 gold because they have to add the table.
Oh, that's it?
It's 100 gold for a base carriage. To add the table's 5 gold.
How much for spinners?
1,000.
Worth it.
What?
Fucking gaudy ass spinning rims on the wagon.
No. No, the child is not putting rings
They also have the benefit of attracting like every dragon in the region to know where your carriage is.
All right. And 100, yes, 105 for that. And then we've got the horses. We've got, 7 war horses? From the stables? 7?
Yes, you guys escaped with 7 of the town's horses.
So then... Son of a bitch.
What?
It is in the fucking PHB. I looked and looked and looked because I remember at one point I seen somewhere
What?
that they had canvas prices listed.
Yes, in the trade
Fucking
school.
next to iron. That's why I missed it. All the times that I looked.
Yeah, it's there. It's a silver per square yard.
Yeah. That's from a while ago. So, how many days do you want to spend in town?
A
A
Flintstone?
week?
With the writing desk, are we able to get some of that into travel time?
Yeah, if you're sitting in the carriage and doing nothing other than scribing, you could scribe while on the road in the carriage.
We need a hireling to drive. You don't
I
want
have
me to
11.
drive.
Why do
They're
we
not.
need a hireling?
You don't want me to drive.
I have 11 hirelings. They're not good at driving, but they can hold reins.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine, Ruffles.
So how long are you staying in Vertorum?
We can ride in the wagon. I don't need to stay in Rotorum. As long as we're heading to somewhere more than like 5 or 6 days away.
Well, the castle Mar Ladur is a 5 days journey.
Yeah, we could totally go there, hit that place up, talk, finish scribing on the way back. I think.
And then write scrolls for the rest of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's
Alright.
our total gold cost then? For scribing?
I've got 2,700 gold in scrolls, or not scrolls, in just copying down.
Oh, no. Okay, so you have 2,700. Gilbert, how much do you need?
It's 3, 450. $900.
Okay. So 3,600, and that's not getting subtracted from what you took of Lista. That can just be kept for scribing. I'll just take an additional. Does that make sense? The 5,000 that you took already?
Yeah.
All right, sorted.
How expensive is a scroll of Fireball?
Third level spell. It's like second. Wait.
Well, there are none available in town.
Right, I mean to make.
Work week and 500 gold.
Good to know.
Do you not have this, Gilbert? This is something you, of all people, should definitely have. Under's,
Well, the scribing costs are just out of Xanathar's.
Yeah, I have an image that I've just pasted into random, like my spreadsheet has it, my notes have it. Sorry, second. It takes 2 million fucking years to tab back and forth from fucking Google. Because I have like 3 Excel sheets open right now. That, Gilbert, you don't have that saved anywhere?
So, no.
I'm surprised you don't.
I'm not. It's good to know, though. Wait. I can scribe cantrips?
Into a scroll, yes.
Does Twitch want some minor illusions? Does he already know the spell?
I actually don't. Firebolt, Mage Hand, Shape Water. The
Yes.
question isn't does Twidget want. The question is, do you want to give Twidget minor illusion?
Remember how I gave everyone a small pile of spells?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Okay, okay.
Of course, I'm going to arm Twidget. I wouldn't exactly be a responsible person if I wasn't trying to make sure that this kid had resources to survive.
All right, that's accounted for, and now that's accounted for. And because my formulating on my spreadsheet was screwed up, we still have 20,000 gold.
Awesome.
Like after all of that, paying the crew, everything. I'm assuming at some point Duodecius ran back to the ship and gave them their
Yes.
wages.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I've just been tracking that by month. A lot easier that way.
Alrighty.
Instead of paying day to day, we just give them a month's salary, basically. Because we're gone for long periods of time.
Sure. Alright, so you guys don't spend any days actually in Vertorm and just basically leave immediately to spend 5 days on the road to Castle Mar Lador.
Correct.
Yes, to Twitch's demise. He didn't get to have any fun.
Alright. Yeah, so it's a 5-day journey. The season is late autumn. The leaves are turning. There is a chill in the air.
Wait, I thought we were in the fucking desert.
You're north of the desert, and you are near the ocean, so it's not like it's snowy. It's not freezing. There's no frost. But compared to like a sweltering, it's like wintertime in Georgia, right? It's chillier. It gets down to like the 40s and 50s. But yeah, it's not the Midwest winters we're used to. You know, so instead of being like the days being like a high of 100 with 100% humidity, it's it's a high of 75 with 100% humidity.
Oh, fucking kill me!
Literally, the village of Mumdur is actually on the edge of the grassy hills you've been traveling through, and a swamp. Before you turn south, following the edge of the swamp to where the hills level out and enter the savanna just north of the barren wastes. There's more savanna south of Mar Lador, but this is a point where the swamp is to like the west, and large, hard to traverse hills are to the east near the coastline. So this is like the natural defensive point to build like a castle, because even if they could, they could blow past it, but if you don't deal with it, you're going to easily be able to hit people's supply lines, because this is the only way to get like heavy, good trains through.
No escape for you, mister.
But yeah, the 5 days pass uneventfully. There's few people on the road, but none that were like bandits or anything, just normal merchants, occasionally shipments of things. Eventually you arrive at the castle, banners waving in the breeze. You can see that in preparation for winter, people are like trimming some of the trees and the like. Think like dates and olive trees. Like they're like trimming them up so that they're ready for the next growing season.
Gotcha.
While the guards at the castle, as you approach like the outer curtain wall, do seem to be paying attention to you. The gate is open and traffic is just flowing through it. So they pay attention to your group because you do stick out a bit, but no one stops you. Yeah. Now, the first time you're stopped is when you actually get to like the inner courtyard gatehouse. And a guard wearing a livery that kind of matches the banners that are flying from the square keep tells you to halt and state your business.
Carriage with a guy in a black robe holding the reins, with a child sitting shotgun,
He's covered
a
in
bunch of
purity
wizards
seals.
in the back seat, and 12 more, or 5, or what would be 10 more dudes in black robes trailing behind.
Yes.
You know,
And he tells you to halt and state your business.
You know, now that you say that, Ruffles, I'm looking at the mini for my character. I'm like, damn, I do look kind of sinister. Alright, yeah, Duodecius will step out of the carriage. We're on business to see the Lord. We have an edict from the Holy See. We need to speak with him.
Really? He pulls the parchment out of his robes, because I also have an edict here. As he turns it and unfurls it to face you, and it's a wanted poster for murder and horse thievery. And I think that is where we will call it this evening.
Yeah, Gilbert, he just pulled a no you on you.